Uh.
All right. It's time to get it going. We got the 1. We got the 2.
Dos.
We got another 3. I love that,
baby.
Woo! We've been doing good having guests show up here, man. So we got welcome back to the Truther Cast, home of the Truther Cast, and hopefully we can take your truth order, right? So just like every other week here, we're gonna go through the informational tidbits on the locals.massdash.com feed. So you should definitely click on that link down there in the description box down below, and you can follow along throughout the week. But if you don't hang out there, we'll give you the whole rundown here in the show, man. So we're going to rip on through the old, information from last week that was from, more alternate kind of news feeds, that kind of information that may not be in the mainstream media. If you're not familiar with the show, hang on in here and you'll get to know more things that you should probably know. If, you're a regular viewer of the show, thanks for coming on back. And hopefully you're not a hoe this week, man, because Dan loves telling you the free way to help us out around here.
You share it. Simple as that. You avoid being a hoe. You share the show. Inspired by our great friends, Andy and DJ, over at the Real AF podcast, CTI, the MFCEO project from back in the day, which is coming back. It's going to be, I hear it's going to be great.
I'm
going to
stoked
be
about that.
awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a good one because those were fantastic episodes. They're still around. You can still find all the old ones, which is all still relatable content till this day, but they're going to be coming out with new fire every single week, I believe.
I have like a problem where I can't listen to old stuff because I'm like, it's not relevant. It's like, yes, it is, you moron.
yeah. As we read about Aristotle and all and Shakespeare,
right? Yeah.
they're hundreds of years behind, but definitely still relevant.
And they're still some of the wisest people I've ever met. And ever heard of.
Absolutely.
You know,
Oh,
the
you
thing,
met them?
I've met them. I've had good dreams, and
Yeah.
got an acid trip once or two. And
Right.
All you gotta do is take a cheat code.
A blast in the past, baby.
Yeah, that's how you really time travel.
That's
People
right.
want to say it's a machine, but it's really just some stuff.
Little DMT never hurt,
Well,
Yeah,
Dan
well-
told you about the free way to help out around here. And if you got a dollar and I got a computer, you can click on that signup.toleratech.com down below because this show is once again sponsored by our one and only sponsor. That's me and my company, Revival Tech. So click on that signup.toleratech.com and it'll tell you all the information and shit. But basically, you get a like-minded tech guy, help you protect the computer, help it not, be annoying and work good for you and all that kind of jazz. If you're in the local area, I could also help you, do repairs and upgrades. I upgraded Mr. Dieter's computer, actually, and that's how I got to meet him. So, good testimonial.
and it's working perfectly fine.
All right.
The kids and the wife haven't broke it again yet. Thank goodness for that.
Excellent. So if you're in the local area, feel free to come on by the shop and say hi. Bring your tech in that you need some help with. But even if you're remote, I can help you out with the Tolerate Tech thingy, man. It's all remote. I'll protect the computer and all that kind of jazz, answer your tech questions, help you out. So signup.toleratech.com down below in the description box thingy.
Yep, best rated tech company in the surrounding area. People come from sometimes hours away. It always blows me away. Like, wow, you guys don't really have anything in your area for this. I think we got the market pretty
Yeah,
much
bro. I get
capped
people
around
down
here.
from below it.
Yeah.
You really that far away? I'd say in the world. In the world. The best.
Somebody
steak
told
anywhere.
me.
Someone
Yeah.
told me it's best in the world.
There might be other ones in other places, but right here,
not
I don't
good
know.
list.
I'm talking to you, so I'm going to just say you're the best
You're
in
the
the
best.
world.
If the shelves weren't so full, he'd definitely be advertising for you to send your stuff in like other tech companies have in the
Bro,
past.
I got one
but
from
I mean,
Arkansas.
they're
Did you? What?
Yeah, bro,
Dang.
random found my website and then goes,
There ain't nobody in Arkansas.
He
Or
goes,
the 5
I
states in
mean,
between.
I don't know if you've been down there.
Bruh.
Well, actually, Arkansas, I think, has the NASA.
well, they must
Oh,
have been
those-
in like
no, that's
a
in
blue food
Alabama.
town
That's
or
in
something.
Alabama.
But bro,
That's
I
the
just get an
launch
email
pad.
and it's like, "Hey, I bought the service. What do I do now?" And I was like, like it didn't send you an email, like, send me thing." And he's like, "Yeah, where?" Oh, maybe I didn't put like a here's how to mail your thing in because I just assumed no one would buy it from out of town.
Right, yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, right here, man. Send it right here. Send it here,
Expand-
fixed it, send it out. It was bet."
expanding.
So what'd you have to do to it? It was just something
so
like
broken
especially that far
HDMI
away.
on an Xbox.
Man, they
So you
ain't
had him
got
send it
nobody
here?
down
Yeah.
there, huh?
And then you just sent it back out to him?
Yeah.
And then I'm really glad that he sent it to me because most shops wouldn't have fixed the damn thing. So coincidentally, I had just figured out what else goes bad on the motherboard when the HDMI doesn't fix it like 2 weeks ago. So this happened, and I was like, well, luckily I got one more chip left. So I replaced the HDMI, didn't work, and then I replaced a chip. The whole thing worked. So I was like, well, hot damn, bro.
Well, I just had that problem with someone else, and I know
Right.
exactly how to fix it for you.
Yeah. One of those, man. So
Oh,
that
that's
was
good.
That was dope, man. That was dope. I gotta get him to leave me a review.
I had to email that guy again.
I know, right?
Gotta touch bases.
Yep.
Bro, I'm so squirrel brained. I'll leave tabs open on my computers when I do a job so I can just randomly see it again like months later. And then I go like, "Hey, is that thing working good still?" And then they go, "Yeah." And then I hit them with a review request.
That's the
That's a
only
good
way
way to
do
go.
it.
Yeah,
That way,
yeah.
I mean,
it's not
there's
like
no-
right away. Hey,
Right?
how to do? I don't know because it's not working yet. I
Right.
haven't played with it.
Right.
Maybe like a couple weeks or a month, and
Yep.
bam,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah,
Mhm.
They're
it's
like,
working.
"Damn, it is still working. I need to."
or you'd be like the other half of the guys. Damn, no, you jacked me. It still don't work. Fix it again.
No review request.
No review.
I get very few of those. Luckily, I had a 1 star
No,
a
I'm
couple
just
weeks
playing.
ago, so now I got to bury it with 5 stars. So
Yeah.
I started hitting up all the people, so I got like 5 reviews in the last like 2 days. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
I had that problem.
Unfortunately, when they don't understand how it goes, that's what happens.
Yeah, he was salty, dude, and I was like, dude, I told you it was yours was like a no fix, or I'll keep chipping away at it. So like I told you that. He was like, yeah, you didn't make that clear.
Yeah.
My bust.
Yeah.
You
Well,
didn't. It wasn't clear when I didn't give it back to you and say, "Can I have my money now, please?"
yeah. One bad review really does mess those Google reviews
Yeah,
up and
it
stuff like
does.
that.
It's
With my
important,
alcohol
yeah.
business, we got one bad one and a bunch of good ones, but you got to
Yeah.
get like 20, 30 good ones
Yeah.
to cover up the one
Yeah.
bad one.
Yeah,
And that's what's really,
it's a big deal,
shitty
Yeah.
about that. Like, just
especially-
one bad one will jack your stuff up. And then
especially with
people
small
go to look it
businesses,
up in
bro.
small businesses.
Yeah,
And yeah, something happened this one time or this and that.
yeah.
But, damn. Then,
I know, right?
yeah,
was it
you-
really one?
Yeah, was there
Like,
really
there's a
one?
lot of stars in between, bro. Like,
yeah.
you can leave a 3-star and still talk about how much you were pissed off, bro. Like,
Yeah, just leave it at 3.
I
Hey,
have like no 2-star reviews, not one, and then I have like maybe a handful of 3 over the 8 years.
Mhm.
And then I got maybe like 10 1-stars, but I got like
we
275
live in the
stars.
era.
Oh, okay, well, that ain't good. Yeah,
Yeah.
We live in the era of 0 to 100, and
I know,
and with
right?
that, it's 0
Yeah.
or 100,
Right.
So
Yeah, this ain't YouTube, bro. We can't take away the thumbs down button.
Yeah,
Like, let's just
yeah.
take away 1 star, bro. Like,
yeah, but it never lasts that long.
no,
'cause
ratings
the
are good.
Yeah,
Like,
the 5s end up just keep pouring in after a week or two. Boom, back and buried.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like 20 or 30 5s to take away one good one.
Here's
or
a great
one bad
example.
one.
so
One.
I was 4.8, which is the highest rated 5-star shop in town. And that one bad review at 1 star dropped me down to 4.7. And I've gotten 6 5-star reviews since, and it hasn't gone back up to 4.8.
I'm gonna have to go check it out for you.
I'm salty. I'm like, God dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I bugged you
No,
yet.
no.
I'll send you the thing. It's cool. It's
I'll-
a stupid little
I-
picture of me, and it's
I-
like, leave me a review.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
1 star.
It canceled. This guy's annoyed.
Uh,
That's what I got to put in my marketing material, bro. I did this branding exercise that I do with clients. I finally did it on myself, right? And I came up with annoyingly helpful.
Ah.
That's 100% on point, right?
Yeah,
It's like a love-hate relationship. I don't know if I really like him or if I don't like
especially
it.
if you
You're
come,
like annoyed when I talk, but like when I fix your shit, you're like, you're great, dude.
I guess,
yeah,
I
if
guess
you
you're all
if you
right.
come in to pick your
Not that
stuff
bad of
up,
a guy.
if you come in to pick your stuff up and you got like an appointment to B2, you better make that clear right off the bat. Otherwise, you'll be talking for minutes and then be late.
Story of my life, bro. I'm always like, bro, you gotta go. Your girl's gonna hate me, dog. We're not gonna be able to hang out anymore, man.
And then I'm like, yes, I do. I gotta get to school. I gotta get somewhere else.
No. So yeah, let's not keep Dieter up too late and do the Scott Jaw Jack too much. Let's drop into it here, man.
Right, we here for the awareness and the news.
Did I pull the show up? We got any live chatters today, man? Who's showing up, man?
Trolley is back from vacation.
back?
Yeah,
God,
yep,
he's
he
gone.
is.
Good grief, this
And
guy's blowing
he's
up.
showing that he watches
Hey.
CNN because just like CNN, he is spreading fake news.
Fake news.
You know what this guy's problem is?
He's ugly.
It's St. Patrick's Day, and he did not find the pot of gold like everybody else did. And he's feeling sad because he
That could
He-
definitely be it.
he's short. He's a short little leprechaun guy. He got his pot of gold stole from him, and hey, it's just not going all right for him, you know.
Hey, that's what
Damn.
happens when you don't spread positivity and
Yeah, no Jameson
mis-
for him.
misinformation.
Only Irish car bombs because he's gonna get blown up.
Yeah, I'm not drinking right now because of that stupid 75 hard. I usually get an Irish car bomb on Patty's Day. At
Hey,
least.
you
Right,
know-
drink a Guinness or
Damn.
something. Me
Yeah,
neither. Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Go to that
Nothing.
place
We're gonna have to
next
make
door.
up for it after the 75 hard. You
Yeah.
better hurry up because you're 17 days behind, bro. Frick.
Hey, I'm
It's gonna be my birthday, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, still can't do anything."
hey, I could I could do a melted snowman shots with you.
Okay, there you go.
That's apparently what you call just a
Make
shot of
believe.
water. Yeah, they call
Nice,
in the
nice.
bar industry they call them melted snowman.
There you
Melted
go.
snowman shot.
Oh, I
Yep.
bet-
Learned that the
as long
other
as it
day.
wasn't the dog pee ones.
What?
I
The
don't know.
old snow cone.
Oh, the yellow.
yeah,
Yeah.
The old Frank Zappa, bro.
I don't know.
Frank Zappa.
Yeah, it's like, watch out where the Huskies go, and do not eat that yellow snow.
Yeah.
Boo-doo-doo-boo.
Well, that's a good
So,
one.
Trolley, did you watch last couple episodes that you missed, buddy? So you're up to date?
Probably not. Yeah.
Probably not.
He likes it
Oh.
more live. He's a live streamer guy.
Yeah. Most people
He's a
thought.
live streamer.
Most people thought you were.
He's like a live streamer kind of guy, you know. Like,
Most people thought, you were like, flexing your forearms in the basement there. That's what people were talking about. Yeah, you missed a lot, man.
yeah, bro,
but-
you missed a lot of realization, dog. Missed a lot. But this is one of his favorites, man. Act Blue, because he's dumb liberal kind of extremist kind of Democrat supporting.
Oh.
And he voted for Kamala Harris, which is hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's brain dead.
Yeah,
Right.
he doesn't miss.
So it makes sense.
He doesn't-
You know,
he
he's
doesn't
definitely brain
miss.
dead.
He doesn't miss too many episodes, but he sure did miss the episode
What?
on Inauguration Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was for sure
He
because
skipped
he
out on that.
definitely said we're gonna be crying
Well, he could get
and
some
pissing
financial
our
advice
pants
if he watches
when
last
Kamala Harris gets inaugurated in, and that did not happen. So yeah, scoreboard.
So, Mr. James O'Keefe, this is actually old news, but it's like a good reminder because we're bringing up the Act Blue and stuff like that. But this was just like a good one from a
Yeah.
while ago. where
Act
he
Blue's
was-
been in the news again recently,
Yeah, I think
getting
we covered
shown
that.
more.
They catch the good people.
But this is where he like found somebody insider leaked it or something, but he found the meeting where like these people were all meeting up. And he just straight up is like trying to talk to him, bro. And they're all giving them the like, we know who you are, cold shoulder.
Cold shoulder, don't try
Man, he should just take his glasses off and they'll have no idea because that's how it works for them.
Put a different wig on her hat.
Yeah,
Look at that
bro.
lady. Oh, I hate my life.
You know, and he's doing like the annoying like journalist mic in your face asking questions and stuff. But man,
Generally
they
when-
cold shouldered him.
I
Then they tried to
mean,
kick him out.
Generally, when you don't say anything, that's because you don't have any bullets to fight back at the points they're going to bring up.
Well, maybe they're just doing that, the thing the mom teaches you, if you don't got nothing nice to say.
Don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, because they don't have actual
Oh my
facts.
God.
They're just going to character attack you.
But if you don't know about the Act Blue debacle, folks, you should definitely, pull up some past episodes, go to that locals.mass-.com feed and search for Act Blue. But, if you know about it, make sure to share these over to your friends that are like not in the know yet. Maybe someone's on the edge and you're just trying to help them find a little bit more awareness, because this Act Blue organization that is the sole, Democratic donation campaign system seems to be wildly fraudulent. Another good one I like to remind you of is BLM's website.
Yeah. Well,
when you
both
clicked
of
on
them
that,
are in some huge trouble right now. And I heard about this
back up.
Ag
Yeah.
Blue. And I was listening to I was listening to something today. Ag Blue's like the #1 fundraiser for Democrats.
Right.
And
it's the only one.
Oh, is that okay?
It's like the only one.
And it has all their nonprofits and this and that in it. And they said that thing's gonna get investigated, and they've already found things that are fraudulent already because the banks end up sending it over to Congress and stuff like that when they get stuff gets flagged. And they said with just a little bit, without us even investigating it, there's already red flags like with Joe Biden and his family type stuff that they had, And they said,
that's what I want to know. What happened with that investigation? God bless. That should still be going.
Well, you can't do nothing because they all got pardoned. But the funny
We're gonna
thing
get to that.
is,
We're gonna get to that.
You gotta wait for later in the show.
We're gonna
it
get to
sounds
that
like, boys.
Mhm.
But yeah, they said they're gonna go through that Ag Blue, and they're gonna be broke.
So one
They're
that
gonna
I
be
saw,
I believe I've heard it might be a bloodbath.
they traced
they're gonna be broke.
they traced some of the money to that one main organization that's like run or owned by George Soros too. So it's like,
Oh yeah, but they said they got like millions of $20, like $20.
right, all
So
those
it's like,
tiny ones.
When-
Yeah.
when you're a drug dealer and you only sell 20 bags all the time,
Yeah.
but you got 100 people selling you 20s all the
Yup.
time coming in your bank account. My bank would probably flag that too to the government IRS.
So they
Where'd you get all
fish
these
it through Act
hundreds,
Blue.
50s, little
Yeah.
here, little there? But that's how they run it, and they, like you said, fish it through.
I think the main thing y'all are talking about is how there is is proven that foreign entities have donated money, which is illegal
Yeah.
to take foreign money in a U.S. Political funding organization.
Right,
So
right.
they're going to get a lot of heat for that.
And then they were also trying to say, like, I think it was even Elon making the allegation here, is that because that organization was collecting money from the Act Blue and it's a George Soros Foundation thing, they were also paying these protesters that are showing up at all these Tesla.
They've been
dealerships
saying
and
that through
stuff.
Black Lives Matter, and that's why, like,
Right.
in Chicago, there'd
Like
be a
Antifa riots.
U-Haul full of bricks out of nowhere.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
they just said all the people that were in the Trump building, how they all had the exact same shirt.
Right.
And on
Like
these
it's
campuses,
too organized for an
the-
organic
somebody's
grassroots thing.
organizing this thing. It ain't just people that just show up.
Well, easy explanation for the U-Haul full of bricks. Like that was just a guy that was going to do a job, and then ICE ended up getting him. So he had to just leave his U-Haul full of bricks for the job he was going to do, just conveniently right there.
What a whoopsie. Now, he could have not known, but somebody that directed him to, like, leave the stuff there,
Yeah. On the night that they know people are gonna go and riot.
dude,
Yeah. Coincidental.
right? Like, speaking of coincidences, right?
Yeah. I
So
don't
what do you
believe
think
them.
about this coincidence, man? So the same guy that was involved in the Maui fire in the Vegas shooting is now brought up in the Diddy Diddler case.
I have no idea anything about that.
Yeah, dude. So Maui Police Chief John Pelletier, who gave the order to trap victims in the Lahaina fire, has now been named as a co-conspirator in the Diddy case. Pelletier also happened to be the incident commander during the Las Vegas shooting. Pelletier forcibly took a Diddy victim at gunpoint from Vegas to California to be R-worded by Diddy, allegedly, by posing as a sheriff, which is also a felony, executing a fake warrant, according to the lawsuit.
So how's he in Nevada, Vegas, and there on some weird shit, and then he gets over into all these weird places?
Like, very, very interesting, bro. So he was the chief of police in Maui, like,
But what was he doing in Vegas
Or
though at the
Lahaina.
time? Hanging out, partying?
then Vegas, and then
More-
like, it
more
seems
than-
like he's somebody's, like, handman or something.
Handmaid in there.
Yeah, more than likely shuffling some females around from to Vegas
Yeah,
or
like-
from Vegas.
Yeah.
To
probably
Hawaii,
exporting
too.
Some things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hear that's a big problem. They grab kids out in Hawaii and then
Have
bring
you?
them in.
Yeah, because
I
remember there was
know
all
that.
those kids that went unaccounted for.
Right.
Well, I didn't know
During the
that,
fire.
but I do know there's a huge thing about Indian reservation girls going missing.
Dang, no way.
That's a huge. Oh yeah, you don't know about that?
Bro, that's dirty. Like they already got a bad stick, man. Like
No,
come on
no,
now.
that's a
Yeah.
huge thing about
Freaking
Indians.
everywhere.
And, well, besides
Gosh.
that, but Indian reservations, because for some reason they just end up getting kidnapped a lot more
So
than.
they're gonna start a fight
not.
with the Indians. The Indians do not like non-Indian people being on any of their reservation land. Big no. They'll get real pissed, and they ain't afraid to do something about
Yeah,
it
no
because
shit,
you're
man.
on non-U.S. land at that point. The rules are different.
Yeah, I think I heard that like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and I knew that was a thing because, or was it maybe it was like in one of those press conferences, when the Indian people or and this Native American Indian asked Trump about all the people going missing off these reservations, man.
Yeah.
I swear.
That's wild.
And it's wild. They're like, he said, you know what? We'll be looking into that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I
mean,
haven't
it's
heard much about
not
that either. or
really
anything.
U.S. government issue, but feds can get into stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we'll figure that shit out for you.
Hopefully they will now, since we got a new director and
what they said was
co-director.
Pam Bondi and Cash Patel are huge against this human trafficking and everything else. So they're going to be definitely digging into that with everything else. And did you guys hear that in Arizona they found 200 people were arrested in Scottsdale, Arizona?
No.
Super high-end, nice area, and all for human trafficking, younger kids mostly.
Good God.
Oh,
In Scottsdale.
that smells like since they're
and-
high-end houses, they're
Yeah.
probably ordering those cabinets that cost like $50,000 off Wayfair.
Yeah.
And then just
Oh yeah,
you
the
know,
whole Wayfair thing that was going on.
Well,
Yeah.
Benny
That
Johnson,
looked like 100%
Benny Johnson was talking about it on one of his things the other day, or earlier today, and he said he had somebody, or no, maybe it was Michael Knowles. I think it was Michael Knowles, and then he said he had somebody commented, messaged him, and they're from Arizona, and they haven't even heard about this on their local news, and they said, "How'd I hear about it from you and not our local news?" So even in Arizona, in the Scottsdale area, they're not even talking about how they just arrested 200 people for sex trafficking, child trafficking.
yeah, that's
But it's because the bigger local news don't want that kind of stuff out there, I guess,
well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Because as we know,
And especially in that area,
they
like you
all
said,
get
it's
a s-
super expensive and
yeah.
super nice.
yeah, they all the news
So,
places get that script on what to say, as we've seen
Yeah,
when
did
they
we
put
do
the
that
comp.
one last week?
I think it was last week.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
put the
yeah.
compilation
Yeah.
up of all these different places over all of the different United States cities, and they're all saying the same thing, kind of like these Democrats now on their
Right, it was
Twitters.
The politician
saying-
one last week.
Yeah. We have had
You saw that one going
we have
around
had
last
an
week?
episode where it had the compilation of all the different news organizations
I did
saying
see
the
those
exact
last
same.
week.
I did see
too.
this stupid girl though.
Yeah, did you see this one? I didn't see this. This one's from Dano. What's
Oh, this
one?
has been around for a while, but
Well,
it popped back up.
I
It's a
seen it yesterday on
classic.
my Facebook feed, I think, or something.
Yeah, she's getting popular again.
So I recently transitioned to being a guy, and I had a doctor's appointment recently. That doctor said I
Oh,
was
this is
pregnant.
funny.
Doesn't make any sense because I'm obviously a guy. So
Dylan's
I'm going to a
telling
second
me.
doctor now to get a second opinion and
you
keep you
know
guys
this?
updated.
Dylan, you are 6 weeks pregnant.
That's not possible. I'm a man.
You definitely pregnant, right?
Yeah, as far as our church show, it did say that you are positive with a pregnancy test. So it says right here.
That doesn't make any sense. How can a man be pregnant?
Well, before your transition, things like that just don't go away. So just because you transition doesn't mean that the child goes away. So that means you are still pregnant.
Maybe I was, but I'm now a man.
No,
Well, technically,
yeah.
you're not a man.
Listen.
I am a man.
I'm sorry to inform you, you have woman body parts and you can give birth.
No, that can't be real.
No, yeah. I said,
mean-
I don't know.
I mean,
Why would they be
Not
recording
me,
it
but-
and putting it out?
she put herself out. She
like,
reported the doctors calling her him or her.
I mean,
Like,
I could
she
see
really
it maybe
her.
being fake, because like I don't like, you gotta really be low on the intelligence scale if you're gonna like record all this and like I'm gonna show the world that y'all are being bigots. Like you're not believing that I'm a man now. Like you've just now made. Well, I mean, I can believe it though because
that's how they think. That's how they all.
Well,
think.
have you seen the recent one of they had that, I don't know what they were doing some track race and the girl took her baton and whacked the other chick and gave her a concussion and stuff allegedly.
I didn't even think that was worth covering.
Well,
did
you know what happened after? She uploaded a video crying. I'm like, you don't understand what was going through my head. She's playing the victim.
Yes.
When you assaulted this person, obvious as day. There's like I didn't think I was like hitting. I'm like, what do you mean? You fully swung up.
She bonked her, dude.
Yeah.
She got a concussion from it.
Yeah. So, and now she's getting assault charges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Screw around, find out. You know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't believe that girl legit. That was definitely a real video. Her going on and crying like, you don't understand. I'm getting death threats and whatnot. Like blah blah blah. So then this person with the same mindset probably literally is just dumbfounded on how am I pregnant? I'm a man, obviously. Like,
you never went to 6th grade health class or what?
This is where you insert Fauci. Trust the science.
I trust the science.
The science is you're still a woman.
The science is you still don't have
I love how she said that, and the doctor had to like. You
must have banged the guy.
Mark this test, right? Like you're not fucking with me right now, like.
No, that's
and she's like, nope, the test is definitely correct, and she's just like, wow, okay. I love how the doctor had like no problem informing her though. At least that doctor, it seems like she really is like doing good work, hopefully, because she's like, I'm not dealing with this crap. Like I got enough appointments my day. I'm not sitting here trying to go, honey, listen. Like, no, you're pregnant. Like just because you did a transition doesn't mean you are now chemically altered into a man. Even if you get hormone replacements and get your testosterone and all that. Guess what? There's women that can give birth that grow beards.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's called the chromosomes.
Yeah, they're called French, bro.
I can believe that. I'd like to also publicly make known the French suck at movies.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did you guys hear?
I can't think of the
French?
I've started
to trigger something.
No, it did. The French want the Statue of Liberty back.
Yeah, they made like an official statement.
One of the stupid Congress people in France,
Parliament, Parliament,
whatever they have.
Right.
You guys are a disgrace to the Statue of Liberty. We want it back.
Yeah, they said.
Hey,
are you pissing them off that much?
Yeah,
like we're being
Trump,
that.
Are you gonna give it back? Hell no.
Yeah.
First off,
you knew how much it would cost you. They just want us to pay for everything. They want us to pay for their defense and for the statue moving. I don't think so. In fact, I think we should just rename the Statue of America.
They said,
wait, what?
They sound like a parent that got mad at Christmas. Like, oh, you're acting up. Well, I'm going to take your Christmas present back. Like, that's the only place that can happen. PayPal, if you gift somebody the money, there's no getting it back. Cash App, Venmo, if you gift it, there's no way to get it back. They go, you gifted it. Like, it's not a business transaction. There's no refund. It was a gift to the United States.
Well, it's tricky. Maybe it was like that story we learned in the Rich Dad Poor Dad book where, the Indian giver phrase came from. And, they didn't actually give it to us. It was just they were letting us use it for a while and we misunderstood. Well, apparently the story is like when the American or the Europeans came over here first, they were cold, so the Indians gave them blankets. And then later they were like, cool, let me get that blanket back. And they were like, what? You gifted me this blanket. You are ridiculous. And he's like,
let me cough on it real quick.
I was just trying to
smallpox to you.
I was just trying to be nice and let you get warmed up, but I'm going to need that blanket back, man. So that's where Indian giver came from. So maybe they never really gave us the Statue of Liberty.
Interesting other facts, since we're talking about monuments in D.C. Did you know the Washington Monument, at the time when it was constructed. First off, it took 36 years to build that.
That Washington Monument.
Yep.
All it is a tall pillar.
I mean, there's a lot of bricks, you know. Who knows how long it took to build the pyramids? But anyways, the very tip of it, at the time, aluminum was seen to be more rare and valuable than gold. So the tip of the Washington Monument is a solid cast piece of aluminum, which at the time they thought was super precious. Costed them back in the 1800s $225, I believe it was. Wow. Which in if you translate it to like today's dollar amount was $9,000. Guess what? It is it's like 8.5 or something inches. It's allegedly like 9 or 6 pounds of solid cast aluminum. And so like
whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, that would have been how many aluminum cans now melted down. Yeah. But like back then they
5-6 packs.
Today in today's money it's $9,000 of this, what's essentially this big.
$9,000 is not
little
even a lot
little
of
aluminum capper on it.
Oh, that's lame.
That's what we have at the top of the Washington Monument, and back then it was seen as a super rare precious metal. So the Washington Monument is capped with a super prestigious 9-pound piece of solid aluminum.
They didn't learn from the Egyptians, bro. You gotta cap shit in gold, bro.
Right?
Today's funky facts.
If people don't want to steal it,
aluminum
shit ain't dope.
Aluminum is still very conductive, though, at least.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, do what the Egyptians did. Gold on the top.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, gold on the top or some diamonds
well,
or something.
I was thinking like, you know, it's big at the base.
I seen what they did in the Mummy Return. Okay, big old diamond right at the top. Give me that diamond.
I thought it was gonna be like at least 2 foot across or something for how big the base of this thing is. So I was like, oh, that's probably really heavy aluminum. They probably did that because it's light, and gold would have been really heavy to get on up there. Nah, at 9 pounds. Like, okay, yeah, we definitely could have. Well, why don't we just replace it with gold nowadays? Oh, hey, Trump, I know you listening. You're right behind me. You can hear me. Let's up our stature and show that we the big dogs in the world. Top that sucker with gold or platinum so we can.
There you go.
That's our.
Actually, if you wanted to be baller,
we Gucci
you should
around
probably
here.
cap it with rhodium.
Rhodium.
Yeah.
Let's bring me some awareness of rhodium.
It's just a precious metal you can trade.
Yeah. I haven't heard of rhodium.
I was just saying this like last week on the show, I think, man, but remember how so you bring up Obama removed the propaganda is illegal law from WW2, right? And I think last week I was like, wait, why doesn't he just like reinstate that rule? Because that would be easy legislation, right? So bam,
would
right here, so. Somebody else thought about it on the internet, man. So like maybe
they must have been listening to the Truther Cast.
Yeah, hey, amen, yeah. So the Smith-Mound Act of 1948 was created to prevent the U.S. government from using taxpayer dollars to spread propaganda inside the United States. It allowed foreign-facing public diplomacy like Voice of America, but made sure the government could not target Americans with state-controlled media. So this is the thing that Dan has cited many, many, many times here, that Mr. Barack Obama actually removed, to which means propaganda was made completely legal during Obama's presidency.
Yeah, you might not have heard about it because, you know, he didn't really talk about it. They did it silently.
You don't want people to know about kind of shit like this, huh?
You don't want to know that my very smooth talking, I'm actually going to be swindling you.
I'm actually gonna make it so you can totally lie about anything you want because I'm a communist and I don't want anyone to know that, but it's gonna be fine.
Michelle does not have a package.
They keep talking about that one, and I feel like
hey, those guys are getting divorced too.
Allegedly.
She started her podcast, and you know what? I was thinking last week when I was listening to something about it, we got just about as many views as she does.
Yeah. And apparently there was not one positive comment in the comment. They were all
it was
hating.
all trollers.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, we gotta
allegedly.
we gotta pull this up.
Andy
I swear,
and DJ,
we got just as many as her.
Andy and DJ think the chef probably got off because you know you're in the house a lot, like you're working. He possibly seen something of her, so they had no choice except to bing bang boom,
Wait, that's Megan.
drown
Kelly.
ya.
She's not putting it on YouTube? I thought it was on YouTube and she got roasted. Michelle
She did.
Obama.
It was Michelle.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it was right there with their
She
brother.
Michelle?
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
and
trailer.
and her,
A lot
her
of
brother
people have
seems a little flamboyant,
Is that really her brother?
and he also
Oh, now it's just 41.
they talked about it, or her brother was talking about it, and you could see
Damn,
she
the
was
Beatles.
really choosing
The
her
Beatles.
words
Now they were,
wisely.
but it took
they
over
they
2
were
weeks.
in this, they shared the same room as brother and sister, allegedly, until high school.
Interesting.
Generally you don't want like your brother and sister once puberty
Maybe they were
starts
broke.
hitting. I mean, they were
Maybe there was,
kind
like,
of, but
like-
that's still a little.
When they're talking
Little
about it, though, it's like they
weird.
don't really remember exactly how the house was either, so it's kind of weird. Because I heard parts of a piece of it. It's like
Uh-huh.
me and you, we grew up together, but we kind of are throwing it off and don't really remember exactly how the house really was or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kinda weird
Yeah,
like
she was
that.
misremembering what the room was. He's like, no, it was the living room actually. It wasn't even like a spare room, this and that. Yeah, they were kind of going back and forth on how
Yeah,
the household was growing up.
Misremembering how the house
like-
you grew up in, like
I mean,
cares?
yeah, a long time ago. They're old farts now, right? Just kidding.
Everybody's like, I just came here for the comments.
no,
The
that's
first
what
one's the
everybody
best.
says.
If only Joan Rivers was here to read all the comments. 2.1K thumbs up.
If y'all watching or listening don't know what that joke means, Joan Rivers talked about Michelle being possibly not of the female variety, and then she went into a surgery and never woke up from anesthesia or the surgery. She was gone to the world within a few weeks after spreading.
Okay, we've got it. Here's the clip.
You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first
Well,
woman
we already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a
I'm sorry, she's a what?
a transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
She's a man. She's got a pecker.
Yeah, bro, she did not make it many weeks after that clip there.
She really died after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, she went in to have a surgery.
Another
and-
coincidence, homie. Don't get crazy with your tinfoil hat
Yeah,
theories.
yeah, just like
They just
like
gave her an extra couple boosts of morphine, huh?
right.
yeah, went under anesthesia, had
Some plastic
allegedly had
surgery
the
and didn't wake up
surgery.
from plastic surgery.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was plastic
Well,
surgery
I'm
or
sure.
whatnot, but yeah, more than likely, probably. But yeah, totally not like when Kobe was gonna be talking about was it something with the cancer? All these people that end up just not surviving, through some weird circumstance, happen to just like know some info or allegedly working
wrong
on
thing about
cases
somebody.
or wanted to blow whistles on certain industries, and then all of a sudden, poof.
What's the evil-
Weird things just happen to them.
What's the evil tree inside the Washington Monument? What?
Oh man, I guess. Yeah, I've
We
been
got, we
there.
got Tyler
We
16
were-
in the chat, man. That's a good one. What the f? What the f are we about to watch here?
It was built around a tree. Weird looking tree.
Haven't seen a tree with so
Construction
little
was halted due to the
branches.
Civil War.
Man,
20
I had a chance to go in the Washington Monument, but
what?
we decided against it.
20
I
individuals
wish I
go
would have went.
missing and visit while visiting the Washington Monument. Missing visitors are known as the Washington absentees.
They just
So they
time
were
traveled
the
or something weird or something or
August.
crap door.
Did it just show like a pushed a person?
Yeah, yeah. it's like warding tower. You almost warding tower.
Is it?
Yeah.
It does have an aluminum cap on it.
Is there more about this evil tree story we're missing? Hey, look, another evil tree.
Whoa, weird.
That's a big ass tree. I've
That's
heard.
the
I've
only
seen some of
video that
those.
comes up?
What do you guys think about that? Go up. Those big old rocks. They're like
Oh.
like old
pressurized woods, petrified
Yeah.
trees and stuff like that. I'd seen another one. It was like, excuse me, a plateau or something, and it
Yeah,
definitely
it's-
looks like a giant.
It's from
tree.
the deserts out in Arizona.
Oh no, they're 100% trees, bro.
Yeah.
When the ozone was different and all the animals and dinosaurs were larger, that's why the trees were so huge.
Huge.
And then something, the meteor or
Mhm.
just
Oh, well,
the cataclysm, whatever caused it. But that,
the green movement of back in BC.
them damn cave people.
Yeah, they were like,
no,
yo,
it wasn't the green movement. It was all the oil industry back in those days that must have ruined the ozone.
Dinosaurs are, finding all that oil.
Too
there,
much
though.
dinosaur farts. That's
yeah,
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They knew that CO2 was super bad for the ozone back then, and it's just so funny how we're trying to decrease CO2 when the things that give us oxygen to breathe feed
Ooh, what's
off
that?
CO2. That's the main thing that they eat. So it's so ironic, just like all their stuff hypocritical. The Green New Movement. Oh, let's reduce our CO2 because guess what? That's what feeds our vegetation. So by us actually being greener, we're actually the green movement is making everything less green.
Green for sure.
We're starving our plant life, which is essentially a lot of our food,
We've looked that one up a lot.
or feeds our food.
This is a good one.
Plymouth Rock at sea level.
1620. Oh no, the sea level has not changed
Yep, that's it.
since 1620.
Yeah, it's still the same.
I had one on here. I don't know if we covered it last week, but it was actually Bill Nye, and he was going off about like how
Oh.
good CO2 is for like the ecosystem.
Is that where he Zeke House?
No.
The speech where he
It was like a random another one. It was just like an OG clip, and it was like one of the episodes where he was like, CO2, it's everywhere. It's in the dinosaur. It's in the grass. CO2. Oh, it's great. Without CO2, we wouldn't live. It's in you. CO2 is everywhere. We need more CO2. And then it's like fast forward, and he's like, I think climate change is the biggest threat to everything. You're like,
Dude, Bill
what
Nye,
happened,
Bill
bro?
Nye
What
That
was
ain't real
the
science.
shit back when we were when I was growing up in high school, middle
That's
school.
what they played at every science class.
Yeah, he was cool. I think Mossad blackmailed him like they do basically everybody else, and he was like, crap, I gotta start changing what I say a little bit, because you could tell he got a little more sad when he came out with that new show.
Yeah.
Remember when he had that new show?
The first season was good, bro. The second one had like
Woke,
the message.
woke shit. in
Yeah,
it.
climate change, woke ideology, whatever you want to label that. But yeah, the first one I was like, how neat. OG Bill Nye, we all liked in a new
It
format.
was part of that new Green Deal. That's why. So it was all thrown in there.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's probably how it got paid. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
100%, bro.
Captain Planet's disappointed in you, Bill Nye.
Right.
What's up with this guy?
The guy with heart is probably crying.
This is the guy that is
This is the
that
guy
happens
we
to
just
be at
saw.
all these places.
Yeah, I don't know if this was anything extra. I just double posted. Oh yeah, here's a thread about it. This guy's been the deadliest mass shooting in modern history.
Big Daddy list.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything new. I just
Okay,
double
this is
posted.
actually to it.
Yeah, here's a whole timeline if you didn't know about it.
Just more receipts.
At the time, he was incident manager. In other words, the guy calling the shots on how to respond and handle. His job was to coordinate police, manage chaos.
Hey, Tyler in the chat. This troll clearly has a mangina. That is a true statement. He is spreading true news.
It's huge.
Well,
I wouldn't grab that one either.
well, when he gets hurt a little bit more, we'll just have to get him some Vagisil to make him feel better.
What's funny is all I do is mute him for 5 minutes, and then he runs away to like another account. So it's like he doesn't understand what muting is.
Oh yeah, at the beginning he was like, "Countdown to when I get muted."
Oh my God.
Well, that's what happens when you. I mean, the show's one thing.
When you're not helpful, man. The point of you being here is to bring us last week's, libtard hive mind, download, not to just like, talk like you talk to your mom. Poor lady.
He better not be talking to his mother like that.
Guarantees he does. He's a piece of shit. So what else would he do?
Hey, I used to have a lamp just like that. That's where it went. Damn guy stole it.
Damn, that's racist, bro.
Hey, he's not really black,
He smokes Newports, dog.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay, you got me there.
Hey, what do you mean? He grew up in Chicago, all right?
As soon as somebody was like, only black people smoke Newports, I was like, dang, I smoke Newports.
I know plenty of white people that smoke Newport.
No wonder why I feel like I enjoy
I can be your
hip-hop
brother
culture.
now.
All right. I said, man, always painful to be reminded of why none of us awakened truthers thought we'd ever be able to back a politician. They've been lying through their teeth for decades. Now we have Trump following through with what people have wanted, presidents have claimed that they do, and the system is absolutely freaking out, man. So this is absolutely wild because this is not AI. So in a world of AI, you have to caveat something that's going to be ridiculous and unbelievable with like, bro, it's not AI, right?
No, this is before AI.
So they're all freaking out about fraud, waste, and what's the third or whatever?
Abuse.
Yeah.
Fraud, waste, and abuse.
Yes. Okay. So the Doge stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like Elon's horrible, Trump's horrible, right? This allegedly is a real video. Listen to this shit.
Will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Waste we should be getting rid of, even if we didn't have a deficit. Sure, some of these cuts aren't that big, but no amount of waste is acceptable. Not when it's your money. Not at a time when so many Americans are already cutting back. Just as families are living within their means, government should too. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters.
Can't be paying them guys.
Okay, wait. First off, when I listened to this, I was like, I wanted to look these guys up on the show.
I remember when this came out back when.
No.
Oh yeah, and I actually was kind of like, hey, Obama he's actually doing like, dang, I'm kind of liking Obama right now. Yeah, he actually had me a little.
We all liked him for the most part at first, bro.
Oh, he had us totally fugazi hook, line, and sinker at the beginning of it, I think.
Right? Well, normal people. I was like pretty like,
not
they're all horrible, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
I guess I was being a little bit trying to like, I was trying to sound like the normies.
I wasn't too down the rabbit hole into looking into real facts.
Yeah, the people that weren't deep into it, bro, were like,
this was what, 2008?
Right.
This was right after the crash.
I got activated right before him.
I was
like 2003.
I would have been a freshman in high school.
Right.
Yeah, so I was pretty fresh,
Okay, so this is the Fiddlin' Foresters. Hold on. Maybe we should have kept this funny.
Was near Helena,
this is probably when music was actually good.
Right on the Missouri River.
Fire caught them, and Wag Dodge actually
Play the
survived.
fiddle. Don't tell me a story. Oh, Lord, it's boring as shit. No, cut the funding. Cut the funding.
Hey, no, they got parachuters.
Waste, fraud, abuse of musical instruments. Can we find them on top of cutting the funding? How does this work?
They had parachuters, man. Come on now.
I'll put their music on my iPod, but I'm not paying for their website. And there are hundreds of similar sites that we should consolidate or just get rid of.
What the hell's
By
that?
the way, you're not only paying for websites no one needs, you're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses.
Wait a second. Isn't that what we just found out? And they're freaking out about it?
I think when they say like 80-90% of the government buildings that are in Washington D.C., they're paying for the heat, electricity,
They're
and
empty.
No one even comes to work.
Or
Trump
they're just
says,
not
well, if you don't want to show up to work, you're fired.
Now, the only thing I thought about Steelman, the argument, oh, this is something we need to pay for and nobody needs to look at it because this is what we use as like dark sites for like the FBI or some shit.
And they
but,
might be
like,
doing that in some of
we
them
should
too.
probably do that different, but then like, oh, they shouldn't be on the FBI budget because then bad guys could maybe figure that out or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's where like the missing money you guys steal
Well, it's
for
like
like
the
black
it's like
operations needs to go. Like
It'd be like a Stranger Things building, you know? You got this
Yeah.
warehouse and it just looks like a warehouse, but you go down the left step and you push out the hole on the right and bam, you go to the basement and it's
like
like
a Breaking Bad, man.
you never know what happened.
Yeah. It's just a laundromat.
For the last decade, the government's owned a massive and completely empty warehouse in the middle of Brooklyn, for example. Now, the government hadn't been able to sell this building and others like it because of red tape and Washington politics that held things up for years. But we're finally cutting through all that and plan to get rid of these buildings in the months ahead. We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you. That's why, starting today, I've asked the Vice President to lead a renewed effort to hunt down misspent tax dollars in every agency.
Which is
Mr. Brainless Joe Biden.
Agency and department
You
of
know,
this
that's why
government.
nothing ever gets done. You asked that damn guy to do it. And you know
We're
this
calling
ain't
it the
AI
campaign to cut
because this is
waste.
too clean for AI. Otherwise,
And I
it'd be
know Joe's the right
stuttering
man
and
to lead
everything
it,
else.
because nobody messes with Joe.
There's a new
Nobody messes
standard
with
by
Joe.
which the government is going to function from this point on. The American people are entitled.
Bro, who is that?
Look at him. He looks young.
Yeah, first off, let's look at the earlobes compared to now Joe Biden.
Bro, who is that, bro? They
First
gave that
off-
guy a facelift and clone swapped him or whatever,
First
dude.
off, he looks like he was using the congressional bar back then pretty well. His eyes are a little glossy and red bags in there.
Come on, Mr.
He's just off a couple shots of good old Goose Island.
You didn't even talk like
I mean,
this back then.
Gray Goose, not Goose Island.
Entitled to transparency.
They say no.
Look, a lot of this depends on new, sophisticated methods, but it also, we know, depends on relentless focus on.
He does actually look like Hunter Biden. Here.
I was gonna say the nose is
Yeah,
actually
no,
really
there's no
red.
divide.
Yeah, he don't look like
I
him
bet
no
he
more.
just chewed a freight train and just so he could do this interview, and now he's up here just trying to not let it leak through his eye. That's why
making this a priority. Focus that can't be delegated. We're holding ourselves accountable, and we're deeply committed and focused on making government function better. We're not just eliminating fraud and waste. We hope to be instilling an entire new culture that not only our administration, but every succeeding administration will in fact pursue. We're going to give you the government you expect and deserve.
Man, I just
So
love the
pretty
little comment.
interesting.
Nobody messes with Joe. Charisma.
Well, they tried, but he snuffed that out.
Bought and paid by Ukraine and Russia,
Man,
China, and everybody else.
man,
Fun
you know,
with that
a lot of
money
people
for 'em.
say Obama was the best like president in our lifetime. So if
Oh
that
my
was a
God.
big,
I know.
if that was a
What
big
a
part
jerk.
of it, shouldn't we now move that title to Trump since he's the one who actually did what they said they were going to do?
Also, another one, bro.
We
All
try
he
not to
did.
tell lies on this show. so.
All this is Truther Cast, not Liar Cast.
yeah, so keep that stuff to yourself. Don't tell lies.
The other one though is all Trump did was enact the border policy of Obama, and then he got kids in cages and bad press.
Yeah.
And all it was he got in and he said, "Okay, what's the rules for the border? Cool, let's do this. Yeah, stop everyone at the border." And then he got like all bad press, and everybody was
you
up in
got
arms
cages
about
for
it.
me to stick them in already? Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
They were
All right.
from the Obama presidency.
Don't worry, I'll use them.
Absolutely bonkers, man. I guess big moves from Mr. RFK Jr. here. So they are, I believe, drawing up a bill or something that would actually create some kind of substantial movement
Jr.,
here to
I'm the-
force these food companies to stop the whole like additives BS, right?
Yeah, tetrazine and
know they're getting rid of the
glyphosate
red
and
dye.
a couple other things.
Dude, I would love for him to just be like, no vegetable oil, because that's another like oil production waste product allegedly.
The Secretary for the Department of Health and Human Services. In the final months of the election, President Trump repeatedly called for removing toxins from our food supply. He added his voice to the millions of Maha moms who were touting the Make America Healthy Again agenda. The first step is radical transparency because right now, not even the U.S. government knows what's in our food. In 1958, the government created a designation called Generally Recognized as Safe, or GRAS, so that we can make common ingredients like salt and baking soda exempt from testing. But today, it isn't just salt and baking soda. Food companies and cooperative regulators have enlarged the GRAS exemption so that these companies can decide for themselves whether a substance is generally recognized as safe. No FDA approval is needed. European nations, on the other hand, require that a chemical be proven safe before it becomes a food ingredient. In our country, the GRAS standard means that every chemical is presumed safe until proven dangerous, and that proof might not happen until millions of Americans are sick with chronic disease. This mass experiment on the American population with GRAS has, in short, been a catastrophe. We now have around 10,000 chemicals in our food, while Europe has only 400. For example, titanium dioxide, potentially linked to DNA damage and cancer, is banned in the EU, but it's in our children's food. Potassium bromate, a suspected carcinogen, banned in Europe and Japan. And you guessed it, it's in our children's bread. Food dyes such as red dye 40 and yellow 5 and 6.
And it's bleached, I believe. Bleached flour.
Yeah.
The flour is bleached.
Whatever you do, for anybody who watches the show, please do not eat white bread. Always eat the 100% whole wheat bread or multi-grain bread. I eat
the key.
Multi-grain bread.
Multi-grain's actually better than whole grain, I guess.
Sourdough.
Yeah, whole grain is...
sourdough's the way to go.
Sourdough is the best you can get, yeah.
Okay.
Because then it's like not gluten, like bad gluten or something like that. I guess that's the problem with whole grain.
But when you're European, you just eat rye bread.
Yeah,
So.
you don't want, and you definitely don't want gluten if you're a dude because it makes your dick fly off.
Oh.
Just watch South Park.
Come with warning labels in Europe. They're linked to behavioral issues in children, but in the U.S., they're generally recognized as safe. I can't really blame the food companies. They're just doing what we've allowed them to get away with in a system that's taken on a life of its own. We all agree now that it's time to change the system, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I am today directing the FDA commissioner to start the process of changing the rules to eliminate the self-affirming GRAS pathway for new ingredients. I'm also directing the FDA.
So the GRAS thing that he just said, what is it?
Generally recognized
Self-affirming. Yeah, so I guess what that is it's a rule that allows them to use materials for food that have passed the it's okay, but they don't have to retest it after they like process it all into food. So then like it can become bad.
So you pre-test it before it actually gets bad and you add in the bad things. So
that's the story allegedly. Yeah, so he's gonna like cut that.
This pathway for new ingredients. I'm also directing the FDA and NIH to ramp up post-market assessments of GRAS chemicals currently in our food so that we can rapidly identify the compounds that are making Americans so sick, and so that American consumers and regulators can make informed decisions. This issue isn't going away. Moms aren't going to return to wanting chemicals in our food that are banned in other developed countries. Even industry knows that we have to change. So I promise you, I'm going to work with all parties, the companies, the moms, the scientists, the consumer advocates, to make American food the healthiest in the world the way that it was when I was a child.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Dude, it probably wasn't that great when you were a child either.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad as now, that's for sure.
No, it didn't get bad until about 20 years ago.
I don't think
in the 80s. Yeah, 80s and 90s is when they started getting bad. Because before that, people didn't have all the genetic
you can look
problems and everything.
Diabetes, bro.
Heart disease and diabetes and what do they say? 1 out of 100 kids used to have Down syndrome and and stuff like that, and now it's like 1 out of 30.
Bro, and then allegedly all the ADD
how do you
stuff
jump
is
up
caused by tetrazine too and shit.
Yeah. What did you say?
Don't think that the food also couldn't have been that much of a contributor Back in my day, obviously.
Well, the
Bro, he got
chemicals-
that from a vaccine.
Hey, if you had superfoods to help heal your body,
Or med beds.
That's
or
why there's so many
med beds.
trans people, you know. They
That's
get
what
eat
those
all the
tinfoil hatters are waiting for.
eating all that bad food. It changes your genes, make
Yeah.
you a little wonky in the head.
Yep.
or gives you parasites.
Yeah. What was the one you were just saying?
What, the MS?
Yeah, freaking
Yeah,
MS,
there was
dude.
some female doctor. I should have posted it on the show. I didn't know how relevant it'd be to like the week's news. I guess it's still relevant, like for realization.
I've heard of that
but
MS or whatever. Is it
mul-
MS
multiple
status?
sclerosis.
Yep.
Yeah. She's been by trade a spine surgeon most all of her life, and all the MS patients that she has had, she's found parasites in their spinal fluid.
Oh wait, this wasn't like I just did this and found it. It was like all of them.
I should go
Like,
back
double
and
check it.
find
Yeah.
find it and repost it.
I bet, yeah. Do that shit and we'll cover it next week. That's wild. But that's where a lot of the health people they kind of believe that like all disease is caused by parasites. And it's like in our current belief, it's like, I don't know about that, Linda. But like all the deep homeopathic people, bro, they all swear to goodness that like all sickness is just parasites.
Parasitic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Parasitic
I
or
mean,
whatever,
monks do a lot of things. They use the frequencies. They eat super clean. They fast for a long time, which is supposed to totally get rid of parasites.
Yeah.
And look at how old they live and how healthy they are.
Right. And then why do religions have like, fasting built in? It's probably because you didn't have like
And
get rid of
don't
parasites.
and
You just
don't
fast
eat
every day.
pork.
Yeah.
Don't eat pork because it's a dirty meat.
Dirty meat.
And it's dirty because it has parasites.
Right.
Yeah, they say even about the parasite thing. I've
Hey,
heard that
it's so
before.
good, though.
That if you
There's no parasites in it, right?
yeah, but
I mean,
if you fast for
fry
over
the heck out of it.
48 hours, you can kill almost everything in your body and it regenerate your body.
I
And
don't know
you'll get
about
all new.
48. I think it's 3 days.
You think it's 72 hours?
4 days, your body starts producing stem cells.
It probably depends also on your
4
body,
days of
body
fasting.
type,
So
your weight.
Four
and
four
all
days
that
of fast,
stuff.
and I'm drinking nothing, just water.
Yeah.
Just water.
It probably depends a
And
lot.
allegedly, your body starts actually producing stem cells to re-heal itself.
Yeah, it probably depends a little bit on your body type and stuff like that. Because if you have like
I'm sure that could
fat
go.
reserves,
I've-
like it's gonna keep feeding. If your body doesn't have fat reserves to keep feeding, then it's gonna produce things a little differently at different times.
Tricky, because if you have fat reserves, your body's like, no, man.
Yeah, like we still have
We're-
food.
we're
We're gonna keep
keeping it.
going.
No, they're like, we're keeping the fat reserves, bro.
Like,
Damn, that's why I was so healthy in high
do
school.
you guys
during
have-
wrestling season when I wasn't eating.
Yeah,
That's why.
Are you guys
There you
aware?
go.
Are you guys aware of the longest fast ever recorded?
I forget.
Over a year.
No.
Look it up.
That's
Google it right now.
insane. That's like a
it's
verified
300.
one?
Yeah, it's like 392.
That's
Like 392 days, I believe.
You literally do not need to eat.
He was
That's crazy.
like my 400-pound life or whatever.
No.
And you know how like liposuction, the whole thing is like, oh, you get your fat removed and then you have to like trim skin and everything.
Right.
Didn't have to do that. He lost all his fat and he looked like he never was fat before.
He looked like you again.
His skin went back to normal. Wasn't all saggy and stuff. He just, honey, I got shrunk over time pretty much. Honey, I shrunk the kids. Except yeah,
So he had all the fat buildup. He's like a bear. Went and hibernated, for the winter, and the fat just kept him alive. So
Yeah.
if
you just gotta
the
drink
fat went all to
water.
his head, and he just stayed alive. The whole year. He lived off the fat cells.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no, that's literally like what it is. Your body converts it into fuel. It is stored fuel. It is
Right.
excess fuel. That is what
That's
fat
what
is.
That's what keto is all about. Because then you do healthy fats,
That's-
and then your body's eating the fat fuel instead of carb fuel.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
because once
healthy.
you learn what fuels your body uses first in the metabolic processes, it makes a lot of sense.
Carnivore diet all the way. The only way to go.
I hear it's very
I try.
successful, man.
I try, but man, it gets real hard with everything else out there.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't have to be 100%.
No,
it's just like
I try very close to it.
yeah. That's kind of
Again, it's definitely gonna
Why
somebody
do we just
type.
eat steaks all
might
the
not
time
do
and salmon?
good, lady.
Because it's good for you.
I feel good. Like, what do you want from me? Also, well, it sucks because steak, a carnivore diet used to be the like cheap diet to do.
Yeah, right.
And then Joe Biden ordered all the cows to get vanquished off the lots when he got in office, and so the beef price went way up. Because, they want to wean out the middle class. Only the rich can live nicely.
They're trying to get you to eat all the bugs, and I said, screw you.
What if they said you can only have steaks if you join the military? There'd be a lot of signups.
Oh, that's the Air really Force already. They're already that's how it is already.
Lobster and steak on Air Force craft carriers and stuff like that.
Yeah, the chow halls at Air Force, not barracks, but at their their compounds,
who's
the
this
places,
nice lady?
Whatever you call it.
So,
Laura Loomer.
I didn't post this Laura Loomer, but I think you posted what I'm thinking this is. What's this one?
I got it covered.
Hit on and hit it.
Oh, I knew this. Hunter's in South Africa. He's been hiding out. I heard about this.
Yeah.
So allegedly, Miss Laura Loomer, the crazy chick that is, good at some journalism at the same time. She has got an insider that has spotted Hunter Biden down in South Africa, and so he still gets Secret Service. So we're paying for this guy to go be in a lavish mansion-y, like luxury suite.
Well, we're paying for his security. He is paying
$500 a night.
His really nice
He's not
villa.
paying for any of it.
Well, either way, he's
not even driving his own car.
He supposedly can't pay his fines or whatever it is, yet he gets to live lavishly.
Well, so that's why they need to look into the finances, because
he ran away because he couldn't pay the lawyer that had the laptop. He was going to
we
fight.
were covering that last week, right?
Yeah. He's fighting for the laptop lawyer, but he can't fight that lawyer anymore. So he's like, my house burnt down. I'm not making no money, so I got to go to Africa for some reason.
I can't sell mozzarella anymore.
And then the lawyer said something about he's got a sugar brother.
Wait,
so
Parmesan,
he's got some guy that just pays for everything.
Pays for his
Sugar
everything.
brother.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one yet.
No.
That's a new one. Sugar daddy, sugar mama. Now there's sugar brothers.
You get the nice blackmail on the right people, and you don't do what I say and help me pay my bills.
You hold my money, bro.
Oh,
They're gonna look into me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and just a quick shout out. Wilkinsane loves Newports. That's because she's probably an absolute gangster.
Yeah, I like those things way too much. What up, Mr. Nil Tamir? Thanks for popping on in, brother. Hope you're feeling better this week.
Welcome back. Everybody's been sick, apparently.
Still?
Like, I was just at a couple lunches and dinners with some friends I hadn't seen, and apparently they had all just been getting over some super sick days. They're still feeling a little bit under the weather. Hey, knock on fake wood here.
Hey, the boss at my work, he's been out for the last week. He's got to have a throat surgery, apparently.
It almost
strep throat so bad, I guess, or something.
One of those.
He came to work one day, like Tuesday, and then he was off for the rest of the week.
Damn, that's crazy.
And the buddy at work texted him today. He said the dude's gonna get a throat surgery or something. I was like, what?
I wonder if the flu numbers all of a sudden jump back up from when they went to 0 when COVID came in.
I don't know.
I think
what do we got here?
A thread just highlighting RFK's accomplishments so far, because I haven't heard much about what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That was the one we just watched.
All right, he's out taking him a little bit. He's got to dig deep in the rabbit hole before he makes some good moves.
Well,
you know?
we keep talking like everybody's like, we haven't seen anything. Isn't that? It's been 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 8 weeks, bro.
Like I mean,
they're on
January 20th.
They're on day 65.
Yeah,
65.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a lot of shit that has happened.
And they're like, it feels like it's already been a year, but we're still on the good stuff.
Keep in mind how much Joe Biden got done in 4 years.
So he hosted the first Maha Commission.
You know what? The Republicans are the best at making the names out of anything. It's all come from Trump, like MAGA, and giving all these people funny nicknames and this and that.
One whole hour of my day is actually just naming shit. They give me a list and they go, hey, could you just write down the names, please? You know what, actually.
Make some cool ass names for everything,
We don't want you to write them down. That's too much work for you. I'm sorry. I'll write, sir. You just tell me the names. So I just tell them the names and they write them down. It's great.
We know you're a comedic genius and perfect with wordplay. please just come up with some great names for all these people and all these
he
things that we're
makes
doing.
he just comes up with content. He creates so much content
Bro,
as that one guy.
Asman Gold guy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the content president, bro. This guy's just
He's
knocking it out.
keeping me in with a job. As long as he's in there, I got content for weeks.
Engaging with Native American communities. We were just talking about them recently a moment ago here. RFK Jr. attended a coalition of large tribes, or a cult, you might call it, meeting. That's a bad nickname because it's too close to cult. You're going to the cult meeting? No, the cult meeting. Sorry.
The clit.
Yeah,
the clit meeting.
Commander.
The clit commander. I'm at the clit commander.
From the Jay and Silent Bob.
I love Jay and Silent Bob.
That's a good one.
Sorry, boys.
I was just quoting Dogma earlier, and he
I
didn't
love
remember
Dogma
that
too.
one.
Since
That's a good one.
the St. Patty's weekend, that clip of them outside, beers, and that's been going around, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
Jungle love.
Oh.
Ace,
So he met with these tribal leaders. He discussed his extensive work on tribal treaty resources, water, and fisheries.
Mm-hmm.
He has done a lot of work with the waters.
So these are great receipts to send to somebody that's talking shit about the whole Maha movement and how Trump and his team are not doing anything, because seems like we're making moves already here.
I think another thing he's doing from the Indians is helping them build back a bunch of their buffaloes and stuff like that.
Oh, wow,
too,
that's cool.
And all their wildlife.
Oh,
helping protect them too.
I heard something on how he wants us to replace all of our water supply pipes with copper pipes.
Yeah. That's actually good for you.
Oh, which is super. That's what makes the water alkaline. As
Right.
you know, alkaline water is good for you.
Right. You mean not lead?
Yeah, right. Imagine that. Yeah. Oh, wait. You know what's weird? You know what's weird about that? Remember when Joe Biden was talking about we need to redo all of our infrastructure? We're going to redo all this stuff, and it's going to give all these Americans jobs.
Yeah, that was the hot word for a few weeks. Infrastructure.
Whatever happened to that?
That infrastructure bill that was like 20% infrastructure.
Yeah,
and
it was like a whole bill. Yeah.
No, that's what they call it, the infrastructure. And
now
it was only
he-
like 20% in the infrastructure. Everything else was money to
And he was talking
Ukraine,
about
money to here.
and he specifically was talking about we have lead pipes in Flint, Michigan. We understand it's bad, right? So we need it. Joe Biden was talking about this. Whatever happened with that?
Yeah,
Oh, look, they
Obama
have.
won't even drink the water.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink that
Nothing
water
happened
either.
with that.
I
And
didn't drink the
now,
sour water. Come on. That's
now
not good.
RFK wants to actually, just like Trump with Obama said, he's actually pulling the money out of the fraud. Now he actually wants to do something about our water supply, and guess what everybody's saying? Oh, that's going to way outdo our budget. We can't afford copper pipes, this and that, blah, 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 blah.
Who cares?
Who cares if it's expensive? You're going to be healthy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brainwashed, man.
Yeah.
Money.
It's just bad. He like Orange Man. He bad too.
Anything they say, I'll disagree with.
Yeah.
Money doesn't matter when it comes to your health and making one or two people live, you know? Yeah. Just like they say over in, Israel and this and that. Well, we're going to kill a bunch of these bad guys. Well, it costs this much money to help these people or this and that. Yeah, but it's going to save us a lot more lives and this and that.
People are talking about cutting the
everything
Medicaid
else.
and all this. Oh, like people are losing benefits. It's hurting the people. Like, and it's like, well, where's the money coming from to, pay? Because they're talking about the insurance should be paying fully for the stuff, but they're not. So those people say the money is there. Like we have the money to be able to pay for that. Okay, because if we have the money for that, and they're saying without pulling it out of Doge, like with what Doge is doing, pulling money out of places, then we could spend it in these other places. They say we don't even need to take.
Right there.
They argue that money doesn't even need to get pulled out. We have the money to be able to do free healthcare and all this stuff. Okay, so if that's the argument for that, how do we not just have the money for the copper pipes then?
Right.
Why is it so bad?
Screw the giving the $5,000 back to everybody that they saved. Just get the damn copper pipes in the water, dog.
Yeah.
Because, I refuse to drink regular-ass water, bro. I'll only drink regular-ass water if I'm out and about being really lazy and I don't have my effing water bottle with
The best thing you can do if
reverse
you
osmosis water.
the best thing you can do if
You
you're
don't have one of
out
those nitrogen
somewhere
ones?
and you need
No.
water, like if
The
you're at
hydrogen
a
ones? You
Oh,
know about
yeah.
the hydrogen water one?
No.
yeah,
Got that
hydrogen.
fancy. Is that the next
Yeah, it
level?
injects like
Mhm.
hydrogen into it.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
We
the
talked about
10X
it one time
that's what the
before. One of my
10X
first
guy-
times when I was
And
on
then
here.
The
we
my
did.
10X
brother-in-law's-
guy, he's big into the hydrogen water
My
thing.
brother-in-law got
Ions.
some
It
filter
shoots
that
ions
puts,
into
like,
the water.
Yeah, put some like enzyme or not
Yeah.
enzymes.
Best thing you can do.
Electrolytes or
be-
something.
One of the best things you can do if you're at like say a restaurant, you figure it's like tap water that they give you a glass of water, this and that. Generally, those
Put a
places
penny in it.
always or lemon or lime juice also.
Oh yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Lemon, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, except they say-
that'll alkalize it and
That's supposed to just be good
clean
for
a
you.
lot of that stuff out.
Well, yeah.
That's probably
bad.
I always do that too, but they also said that we were talking about the dirtiest things like your phones
Mm-hmm.
and doorknobs. That lemons and limes got just as much feces as the phone.
But you just gotta squeeze the juice in and keep the. Don't throw it in the water.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
especially if it's a lemon or lime that has that appeal. On
yeah, no shit,
Yeah.
right? The
The Bill
Right.
Gates
coating
thing.
of
Yeah.
pesticide or something.
Mhm.
Speaking of spending money to save people's lives, bro. We've
Well, that's what
covered,
that was what I was trying to get to right here.
yeah, we've definitely got a good way to spend money and save people's lives, bro. Because we're sending back these Trende Aragua people back to El Salvador or something. Or no, weren't they were from like Venezuela? I don't know why,
they're
but
from-
we
they're
sent
from
them back to El
Venezuela.
Salvador.
They're from a
That's 'cause-
couple
To
places.
jail. And bro, do you remember us covering this jail, bro?
Mm.
This was that
Oh,
messed
yeah,
up
I
jail
was
where they're
gonna
all
say
bald.
this is why they're not going back to Venezuela. They're going
Bro.
to, because this is the
Yeah.
best, highest
Yeah.
security prison on the planet.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because you'd think the privately funded ones in
Right.
America would maybe be the
No,
best.
they're
but
making too
no.
much money. So what they said is they
They-
take all these guys' clothes off them, they shave all their heads,
Yup.
and that we only paid $6 million for new Genley or whatever his name is to take
Yeah.
these people. He said, "Oh, I'd be proud to take them. Don't worry, no
Yes.
problem. I'm taking them all,
Dude, that guy.
and I
is
want my
wild.
people back because we want to prosecute them here anyways."
Yeah.
He loves
That
it.
guy's crazy good.
Hey, whatever, man.
He
Hey, we
seems
don't want these
crazy
people.
good.
And they said all these people are all murderers, rapists, and
Human traffickers.
human
Right.
traffickers, people that have done actual very heinous crimes.
Yup, bye
that
bye.
we do not want here, and we're gonna pay $6 million to get rid of these people because if they stay here, we're gonna pay more to have them here, or if we let them out, they're gonna kill somebody. So
Yep.
if they hurt one more person, the $6 million is worth those people not getting hurt.
Yep.
So, yes, and you want to be shitty and you did bad things. Oh, we're going to send you to the best jail in the world, just
Especially
for you.
when you're here illegally.
Yeah,
You don't have any papers. You're in the U.S. illegally. And the crappy part is
What's the
lib-
crimes
the
that
li-
get you here? Don't go here just because you're a criminal alien. but-
the liberal right? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we can
yeah.
send them
no.
there too.
Yeah, I guess we have to specify on
Oh,
that.
yeah, then you could maybe slightly mistake what you were saying. Yeah.
Did you hear about how the liberal hive mind was
crazy how they
covering
treat 'em.
how
Oh, no.
They-
You're a
they've been-
murderer.
But like the protocol, though.
I don't care. You're
It's-
a murderer.
No, dude,
that way
it's
they
just-
can't tell the difference
It's
of
just
anybody.
very interesting of the protocol.
I mean, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It is a little rough.
Yeah, you're not allowed to stand up and like look straight, and then they all wear masks, so you can't like find him
Find
on
out
the
who they
outside.
are, yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, you can't find the same guard to try and get like some kind of
But which one was
favors
bad
or
for you?
something.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah,
talk to them.
wild.
That's what they get.
props to all those guys that are actually being
You know,
officers or
this is-
whatever you'd say,
it-
like
guards.
doing that duty.
Yeah. Dude, this is how you stop things, bro.
Oh no, this is the
This is
the
like-
true version of F around and find
Right.
out. F around and find out you did what?
This is amazing.
Well, here you're gonna go.
So,
Goodbye.
if you're
To the
not
hole.
watching, the headline here is Trump deported 238 Trende Aragua gang members to the El Salvador prison, despite Obama's judge who tried to stop this.
And
Like,
the
what?
liberal hive mind was covering a piece on it. Remember how they were bragging how they made all these arrests down at the border?
Yeah.
Well, they made it sound like they arrested them at the border. So what would you think? They get like sent back across the border. They got arrested and they got re-released into communities in the U.S.
Yeah, just another catch and release type.
It was just to make the numbers look like they were doing something and doing good, but they were fudging all those numbers.
Another fugazi, they call it. Another fugazi.
But they fact checked Trump's arrest numbers, and all those were because
of course
the ones that Joe Biden did were called pass-through arrests.
Yeah.
They just they detained him, basically got some info, was like, be good, we're gonna release you back out here.
And they just like leave the pass-through word out.
Yeah. And all the ICE and border arrests that the agents have been doing down there have been actual arrests. They arrest them and then they
ship them away.
Yeah.
Bye, back across the river. Man, you know, we could almost, I bet that would like be a great TV channel. People would totally chime into it. We build, there's a channel solely where we build.
And launch them back
catapults and trebuchets. And just like back in the day when you send cattle into the castles, it's just gang members, woo, and then they go splashing in the river.
You remember?
That's good for pedophiles. I mean, hey, no one likes those guys murderers. Launch them.
I'd watch a show where you just put people in a wood chipper, but
those are the best. Those are the best.
Do you ever watch Death Race? It was with
yeah.
I always thought, bro, we should 100%.
Statham.
Statham, bro. I was like, bro, we should just do this in real life. F it, man. Like,
you know who I'm really mad
at?
It's kind of like Hunger Games. It's almost like a Hunger Games.
Then I was like, oh no, I'm a terrible elite. Fun.
I'm really mad that Jason Statham never played 007.
Yeah, he would have been
I
a good
think
one.
he'd be the best 007, man.
Very possible.
There's still time.
He's an English
I don't know. It's
guy.
woke and ruined now.
Yeah, and I think they're going woke, and they're trying to get a black guy.
Now
Or
the
they were
whole
going
franchise just boom, and now they're talking about doing a girl bond.
a black girl bond.
Which were the three last ones? Which were the three last ones? Not the Daniel Craigs.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Did he come out? Well, which one?
Daniel Craig's like gay now, and the whole franchise is woke.
Well, I mean, if he's gay, that's whatever. But it's what happens in the movies.
Right, but I mean,
the last Daniel Craig 007s I watched were pretty decent.
The Casino Royale.
That was the last good one. That one was decent.
Yeah,
I liked that one.
But
the ones after that, dude.
The one where
the
one where they have the intro and it's like a whole octopus thing happening.
That one's called Octopussy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Octopussy. That's the original, bro.
Yeah, no, that's old school.
I can't remember. No, it's one with Daniel Craig.
You thought it was good.
No, it's one with Daniel Craig. It was I thought it was the last one with Daniel Craig.
Oh, they stole the good part.
Damn.
It's like an octopus spreading all its ink, and it's like very
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. That was the best one. God bless.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Especially the video game, dude.
Well, the video game, yeah. So we're all biased.
Back then, these are the best graphics we've ever seen. Total blockhead people.
Well, it was the first person shooter, man. Other than Doom, it was like the first one on a console or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And Nintendo 64.
Right. And you needed to get the expansion card to even play the damn thing.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that just Perfect Dark? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it was GoldenEye too.
Yeah,
because I had the card, and when I had the
card
thing. Yeah. I had a lime green Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
I had
that was a rare one.
And I had 007 with the expansion card.
One of those, bro, the refurb. I got a lime green transparent one.
Dude, I've been wondering where mine is. Probably still out there somewhere.
Yeah,
and I'd love to get it back.
Speaking of people that need to go to El Salvador.
Guantanamo.
Did you see the news lady bop Trump in the face with a boom mic?
Oh, I heard about this. I did not see it. Yeah, he chased him down and tried to whack him with it, like he was gonna, or spear him with it.
No,
someone tried
it wasn't
spearing
that
him.
absurd. It was like they were all talking to him, bro, and they had all the mics in his face, and they bopped him in the face, bro, right when he was talking. Oh, dude, it's crazy. We gotta find the clip. Where's the clip?
Arrest her for assault on the president.
Okay, so hold on. The news part here is at first it happened, and I was like, this isn't newsworthy.
It looks like
I'm not gonna waste time on this, right? But now the scoop is Laura Loomer's identified the reporter who hit President Donald Trump in the face with the boom mic this week while he was speaking to the press at the tarmac. Now, I can't believe that this wasn't like a hive mind download and they're all squawking, hey, Trump's a loser. See, he got popped in the head with a microphone. I can't believe that's not like mainstream headlines, bro. Well, maybe it's because this woman is Danielle Kurzban, Kurtzleben. And she is newly appointed White House reporter for NPR, massive Trump hater, LGBTQ advocate, who once suggested during the 2024 campaign that Trump only spoke to Howell, Michigan, because of the ties to the KKK.
Oh, yeah. She's just being a Trump hater, and she meant to hit him in the face.
Right. So
Yeah.
they're not going to put it in the headline because, like,
Assault.
we tear it apart or something?
Assault.
Yeah. Well, also, it's like a breach of,
Personal space or Secret Service area.
Secret Service
space.
perimeter or something, right? Like,
Yeah, how'd you guys let him? I mean, he's pretty comfortable being around anybody and everybody, so he gets close to people, so he didn't get bothered.
well, they have special clearance, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're
Can you believe these people, man?
Okay, hold on. You gotta hear what he said.
Mr. President. Obviously, you're
Hold on, listen.
you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hostages back?
She just became a big story tonight, right? Yes, sir. Did you see that?
Big story now.
Then he's gotta lick his lip like, hopefully I ain't bleeding on my lip now, dude.
Bro, that's the I'm about to turn around and smack somebody, bro. Like,
Bitch, are you for real? Did you really just fucking hit me? Did you really?
That's the dad's sorry. I didn't mean to. That's the dad's about to be a bad dad and hit his wife or the kid. Look, bro.
Yeah, that's a.
I'd love to see if there's like some camera angles from anywhere else. Like, oh, sorry, I like misstepped and like my hand went out.
I
Yeah.
tripped over my feet.
Bro, look, like, watch him.
Look, and he's laughing. He's like, no, it's like when you get hit and you're like, did you really?
Yeah.
Why? Now I gotta whoop your ass.
Watch. They're trying to ask him the question still, and he's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm about to lose my shit. I can't ignore it. If I ignore it, I'm a bitch. I gotta say something. Like, listen.
It's not really.
Mr. President. Obviously, you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hostages back?
She just became a big story tonight, right? Yes, sir. Did you see that? What?
He's like, what is the question, bro? Like,
Yeah, then he just goes ignoring her, which is good. They called her out and then ignored
yeah,
her.
don't let him get you too much, man. But I thought it was newsworthy now that we found out that she definitely is literally a Trump hater and LGBTQ and from NPR, which they're probably going to try and cut the funding for NPR because it's BS, bro.
Hey, Fed boys, go check her phone. I bet she's in all bunch of chat groups just laughing like a hyena. I totally got one off on Trump. I booped him with my microphone.
What is this clip?
In Michigan, Trump will speak about crime in Howell. It's a town of about 10,000. Ahead of that, his campaign emphasized, in contrast to what VP Harris has said in the past, Trump wants to, quote, overfund the police. Trump's campaign has not yet responded to NPR's questions about why.
Sounds like a great idea.
Overfund
Oh, wait, I said that. That's why.
Oh, wait, and it's an alleged KKK town, so he wants
where they,
to
like,
give
held a
them
meeting
more funding to police.
Don't you remember that headline?
Wait, what would that do? Oh, probably catch actual KKK people screwing around, messing around. Oh, so he's basically saying he wants to stop, crime and mischievous activity in that town, but he's only doing it because he supports the KKK. They just don't even understand the words that come out of their own mouths, like what they mean.
Yeah.
Man, so we have a trend going where almost every episode there's like a
Raping a 12-year-old boy.
There's like a leftist or a straight up Democrat that gets caught doing some bad shit. I had a broken link here, so I gotta fix it. And this week,
you always gotta double check that. I go to share stuff from Instagram and stuff, and it'll have like the last one in there, or like I tried doing Instagram and it had my last Twitter link or X link.
So Stephen Ireland, the founder of LGBTQ plus Pride organization, was just found guilty for R-wording a 12-year-old boy.
Oh, dude,
Like, dude.
it's not our word because he's
Dude.
just attracted to minors or whatever.
Minor
they
attracted person.
Yeah, they
In
came up with
California,
that
they're trying to
excuse,
make that
the
illegal.
disgusting excuse of a like, I identify as.
Sicko.
Hey,
Back to the television
I
show
identify
of
as
wood
a,
chippers.
I was gonna say I identify as a wood chipper.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna chip you up, dude. Or ma'am,
Got wood?
whatever it you are.
That's messed up, bro. Because we just covered it last week too. There was like some like Democrats or something like that.
They love getting
hosed, bro.
found out for that stuff all
Crazy
the time.
dog. That's messed up, bro. Needs to go straight to prison. Straight to jail.
I definitely wouldn't have thought like if I met him on the
Venezuela
street.
and Nicaragua.
Yeah.
If I met them on the street, I would definitely
right?
think he's not exactly like that with that like hillbilly haircut going on there.
Like that guy looks questionable.
He looks like he would maybe ride a Harley and hang out at some really dive bars, but he's out there trying to
What are you
hang,
talking about?
hang
No, he
out at
got
the
straight
playground.
pedo written all over his face to me, dog.
I mean, the
It's
face,
that greasy hair look, dog.
I mean, look,
the hair
look at
is
that slick back
not
looking
exactly.
wannabe.
But then he's like out of shape and crappy, and he's not wearing a dank leather jacket. Nah, bro, he don't got no biker. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
No offense.
I guess
back to the bad reading people.
If he had a jacket on, though, definitely would fit it.
Look at that.
Yeah,
shitty,
I'd fall for it maybe.
look at
Like,
that shitty
yeah.
wannabe mullet.
But like
you know?
this, if he showed up like this, I'd be like, yo, dude, that guy might
be a
pedo.
weirdo.
Like, F that, dude. And then if I saw with all the background shit.
Oh, you knew it, dude. He's
Yeah,
got
that's for
5-year-old,
sure.
12-year-old.
That's what I did. I cropped him out and then somehow put a leather jacket, probably
You got
because of the
middle school
greasy
kids
hair.
Well, you were trying to like maybe something steel man.
Yeah. I was like, he don't exactly look like, your typical.
Nah, bro.
Well,
he looks skeevy, dog.
The long greasy hair is generally like you're a little bit more of possible a man because you're not taking care of yourself. You just like you're a little nasty. And that generally, I mean, hopefully it's grease.
Oh, ew. It's about to be wood chipper juice, bro.
Yeah.
So now we have mainstream media fully reporting the official post-vaccination disorder. So, like, now that the mainstream says it's true, can we like all like believe it? And like, is there no longer an argument or anything, bro?
The vaccine causes lots of the same symptoms long COVID does. And Yale scientists who risk careers to publish bombshell COVID vaccine study issue message to shots victims. Let me just go through this real quick.
Which, by the way, this is Jimmy Dore, real cool. He is a like, what do you call it? Traditional, like liberal kind of thing, classical liberal. And he was very democratic. He, I believe, voted for Trump now. But he also, he doesn't really like Trump, but he's now talking about truth stuff and he's a logical person, right? Well, he actually had a vaccine injury. So he was definitely one of the first people to talk about it and be like, F it, man, I'm going to talk the truth. So this guy's pretty cool. He's a good, like, middle of the road or like, a classical liberal guy to listen to that covers news stuff. Comedian guy, too.
Quickly, on Wednesday, a team from Yale University, known for their rigorous work, revealed that the mRNA shots can cause a previously unknown condition known as post-vaccination syndrome. What do you mean
unknown? First off, it's like it's thing that happened after vaccine. Like it's just called post-vaccination.
And maybe it wasn't from the vaccine though. Maybe it was just the new bug going around.
Known to me, and it wasn't unknown to Dr. Yo. We knew it 3 years ago at least, probably 4. The syndrome appears to cause brain fog, dizziness, tinnitus, extreme fatigue, and biological changes to patients' immune systems. I guess
you know how hard it was to not ask my client that came in today to drop off a computer if his tinnitus happened after he got the COVID vaccine. I was like, don't say it.
I had all of those, plus more. I had nerve damage in my neck. Dr. Akiko Iwasaki, the lead researcher behind the paper, told DailyMail.com she understands her findings could be seen as controversial. Yeah, controversial to the big money interests. But she wants patients to know her team will keep studying and bring them better transparency and safer vaccines. Yeah, I don't know about that. Dr. Awasaki told this website, for patients who are suffering from post-vaccination syndrome, we want them to know that we see you, we listen, and we will keep on doing more research in this area so that this condition can be recognized and better medical care can be provided. She believes her work will absolutely be a paradigm-shifting moment. Yeah, because it's coming from Yale. In a Yale study, participants with PVS, that's post-vaccination syndrome, had reactivated Epstein-Barr, a contagious virus that can cause flu-like symptoms, swollen lymph nodes, and nerve issues. So if you get the vaccine, it reignites all these latent things that were wrong with you and reactivates these viruses. Isn't this amazing? Because I had the exact thing.
Just like the story I keep telling, bro. My client last year that came in and said, I just got from the doctor. He said, I got 3 months to live. I said, what the hell, bro? What happened? He said, bro, I had stomach cancer, but I was in remission for the last 6 years. I said, oh my God, what do you think did this, bro? He says, well, they said all of a sudden it spread all over my body and up to my brain, and I got 3 months to live. And I think it's just the experimental, medications they're giving us, man. And I was a, medical rep my whole life, and I supported the medical industry, but and I was like, don't ask him questions further. Just take his phone, get the data off before he dies, so I can give it to his wife, dude. Like, what the F?
Why did he need you to clean his phone for him so he could give it to his wife?
It was boot looping, so he wanted me to get all of his family's photos and videos and shit so he could give it to the family, because he was like, I got 3 months to live, bro, and I need all my information that didn't go to the cloud, so I need it for my wife. And I was like, good God, yes, sir, no problem, sir, absolutely, sir. Bad news about it, it was a motherboard problem, and I couldn't fix it and get the data until after he died.
But he did end up passing.
But I did get it for the wife. It was terrible. I was like, hey, dude, I finally got it. And she was like, great. And I was
dead.
And I was like, oh, dude, so like, should I have your wife come through? And she's like, oh yeah, this is me. He passed away 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh shit. God.
Hey,
I did my best and I followed through with it. Son of a bitch.
He was at least proud. He was down looking at you proud.
Our word, sir.
Yeah.
Our word.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the key one of this one here, man. Post-vaccine disorder. What do you know? Spread the video, folks, if you got somebody that's still brain dead. This is a good one, man. This guy's talking facts right here. Talking facts.
A little side note, because they were talking about Yale.
Yeah.
Apparently, have you seen that Trump is making? He's taking the funds that they took from all these colleges and whatnot, because they already have endowments, so they took all that funding, and he is creating the American Institute of something to where everybody can learn whatever you want from all these places, free online. Also, right after that, ABC News ended up posting how Harvard has announced, I think it's either under $200,000 or $100,000. I don't even know if it has an income requirement. Harvard is going to be tuition free to kids. Yes. Yep.
People that make families under $100,000, $150,000.
Yeah.
Bro, we covered it last week too. He wants to make anybody under $150K pay no taxes.
I heard that too.
That's crazy.
Yep. Give power back to the middle class.
Bro, amen, dog.
Because he knows that we have been slaughtered in these last 4 or 5 years.
So I guess it's going to be called American Academy? This was before his presidency, though, so I haven't heard anything about this yet, but I would love to see
No, but once he gets the ideas in his head, he starts talking more and more about it.
Well, we got to bring it back up, too, to make sure we let him know we
didn't forget about it.
Right?
University endowments. And we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. Whether you want lectures or ancient histories or an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly. Using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships, and the latest breakthrough in computing, this will be a truly top-tier education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize. The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition, to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at legacy institutions.
I might get a degree finally.
We might actually finish that associate's degree I had started already.
I got a year and a half in and was like, screw this system, bro. Like
under this new system, why not?
Chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly than is now possible or available. This will be a revolution in higher education and will provide life-changing opportunities for tens of millions of our citizens. Enjoy it, learn from it, and thank you.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Competition with the colleges was the most important, interesting thing there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because blah, blah, free market competition make other things better. Because college would have to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen another thing about this colleges that they might get rid of, stop giving visas to Chinese students and stop letting them come into America for a little while. Because all the Chinese send all their spies in to learn in our American colleges and steal all of our stuff and then take it back to China.
Could we just stop teaching the pilots how to fly planes?
And they said
University of Illinois is going to get hit hard.
The number
with that
one robotics guy in China got his education here in California or something like that, and he was working down in
UCL Berkeley.
Yeah, working down
no, it's well known
down in California or whatever.
The world comes here,
and then now he moved back to China, and now he starts a big old robot company out there, and he's like the number one in robotics now. So
I just helped a customer a few weeks ago, bro, and he was from like Iran or something like that. And him and his brother came over here just to get medical doctorates, and then they're gonna go back over there.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay,
whatever.
And just like our dollar.
Well, it's because we got good education.
Just being used, yeah.
Well, you know that
Kinda
new
cool,
that new gold card that Trump's got coming out. You know, gotta spend that $5 million. I mean, that's a damn good ID.
What is it? The Visa?
The gold citizen
Visa,
card,
right? Yeah.
The citizen card, yeah.
Or citizenship, yeah.
Instead of the green card for citizenship, we get the gold card.
Bro, what was
so
the one?
He's basically taking what we would have to do through sovereign citizenship and just
pay $5 million.
Regular.
You're gonna get
like how you can like buy a visa to come here.
No, but it's not gonna be a visa. It's gonna be like a green card. And you become a citizen.
How you can get a green card to come here? Well, if you want to be a baller and just like something, maybe there's some perks that come with it.
Oh, you
can pay us $5 million and you get a physical, fancy gold green card. It's not a green card; it's a gold card.
Gold card.
But just
the
like,
Trump
I
card.
thought you were saying like he's gonna basically give citizens a gold visa.
No. You guys haven't heard that yet? You guys didn't talk about that yet?
No, we didn't. He's forgetting this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm making sure. What?
I thought you were talking because when you go sovereign, you then unlock basically the money that you're pretty much already tied to your name.
Companies can pay for you to come to school here and stuff like that, and then when you get done,
like a couple $100,000.
They don't have to worry about you getting shipped back away or anything. You can just become a citizen and then you get to stay here.
Right.
With your $5 million. But we're going to do background checks, make sure you're not a terrorist or anything, and then you get to hang out.
Another one that was interesting, a reminder we covered like a week or two ago, where one of his money guys or something was talking about how he's going to make a membership service for being able to sell stuff here. So like if you want to sell products in America, you got to pay the membership fee because like everybody understands
like join the club.
Everybody understands the membership business model, and I was like, that might not be a bad idea. It'd be like a tariff. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, hey, you got to pay a membership fee to be allowed to sell your products here.
Yeah.
That's not a horrible idea.
Is that your new AI girlfriend?
I was hoping that this would be my new AI girlfriend. No, I was hoping that this would be the somebody would take the time to put this all together right. So this person used Grok to compile a list of all of the swatting victims recently. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, a lot of people been getting swatted.
All
of a sudden.
conservative online personalities, some big, some small. But Cat Turd got swatted,
Oh,
and then like
Cat
a bunch
Turd
of other like
did.
small ones, right? So this dude did the work, and used the AI machine, right? So these are all the people that are getting swatted right now, dude. So it's a good thing to be friends with your local police force, because then it's a big nothing burger, and then they just trace the phone number and get you and put you in jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. No wood chipper for you, but you can spend a few days in jail.
Well, how about we just send them down to Venezuela?
Amen, bro. Because this is literally like attempted murder, bro. Calling in a SWAT, man.
Yeah.
They treat it as attempted murder.
Yeah, imagine you got AirPods in or earbuds and you're in there just like
Dunk, 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 dunk.
or you're VR and you're virtual reality in and you're like playing some COD and you like holding up your hands like a gun. You got some really timid cops come in, bam, bam, you get shot, killed. Well, you can't hear them swatting through the door because you got the headphones on or something like that.
The whole thing started with the first one where the
dangerous.
guy ran outside. They said, "Come out with your hands up," and he ran outside, and they just shot him.
Because he came running out.
Like,
Yeah,
somebody freaked out or something, maybe. Like
He's
like,
totally
like,
gonna just blow himself up.
happy trigger. What do they call that?
Oh
Like,
yeah, what your finger? Yeah, happy trigger.
Trigger happy.
trigger happy. Yeah.
But your fingers get nervous and slip or something too. Someone come
the guy was
running
a
at
douche
you.
cop, and he's like, "I can't wait to kill somebody."
Or it could have been a
They said
vet.
this guy was bad.
Or it could have been a vet that served in Afghanistan and like had people with actual suicide vests run out of the house at him. What are you supposed to do? You're trained to shoot him. So
Well, I think
he could have had a
I was just using the
PTSD
word
moment.
run. I think he walked out, but yeah.
He could have been walking out very briskly.
Sure,
Who
sure,
knows?
sure. But yeah, this was a thing that just like started popping off, and then I seen
That's
videos
crazy.
of some of them, bro, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, like my wife freaked out because she was like, what are those men in the backyard?' And then all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, dude. And I was like, ugh, F that, dude.
How the ATF no knock bangs in your door, no warrant.
And then the big one here, man. So are the Biden pardons null and void?
Well, I heard, yeah, Patrick David, he said they're not. He said if you sign stuff with an auto pen for special documents like pardons and stuff like that, they have to be actual hand ones for pardons and certain things.
Wait, so yes, they are void.
They're void.
Right. You said it like he said no.
They're invalid.
Right.
Yeah, invalid.
Because
So,
Trump
for-
said
for
that you use
certain things, they
you
use them
use
a
this for like a
lot.
letter. Like
They
a
use-
letter you're sending back to like a presidential fan, not like a official act of duty or something.
No. And they say they use it still for some official active duties, but they say for pardons especially, it is an void.
And it was for criminals, bro, like some heavy duty.
No, so he has to know exactly what he's signing. And a good example of this is when the what was it? The Speaker of the House asked him about
Awesome. That's what I was going to bring up.
the Speaker of the House asked
Mike
him
Johnson.
about Mike Johnson asked him about the gas pipelines in Louisiana, and his people are like, you shut down the gas pipeline. I just want to know why you did it.
Bro, he shut
and I've
down
been trying
all-
to talk to you for a while,
all
and he finally got
exports.
everybody out of there. And he's like, no, that's not what I signed. I signed something. No, I seen your signature on there. So you're signing stuff, or someone's signing your signature, and this is Mike Johnson from the Speaker of the House. And this is like before this even came out.
Right.
So he's got an
This was last
example.
year.
He's got an example a year ago of it happening before now they got more proof of it happening. So he's got firsthand example of me thinking it was happening, and how long has it been happening? And this is a problem because you can't just be signing stuff away. That's forgery, brother.
Bro. And we covered it, and he literally was like, I'm seriously like concerned about this. We need to investigate this because like who's running things? Like he literally came out and said this.
Yeah.
Man.
And would you like to explain to the people too how the auto pen thing works?
Yeah, I was trying to look for the auto pen video.
Well, they said he wasn't even using the White House either.
So it's
they just came out with that.
No, it's a machine where you put a I think here we go. Yeah. So it's a machine that you put a pen in, and then it's on a foot pedal, and then it literally signs it.
It's just like it's like a sewing machine. You operate with the foot pedal to make a signature.
I thought it was gonna be like a stamp or something.
And what it does is this. I don't know if you can see this. Here, we'll make it.
Yeah.
So if you're not watching, this is the signed signature for the Biden family pardon, the J6 committee pardon, the Lundgren pardon, General Milley, and then Dr. Fauci. And the signatures are literally exactly the same. Hey, when's the last time you signed your signature literally exactly the same more than once?
Never.
I would actually like to see how
especially an 80-year-old man with the can't remember anything.
Donald is pretty good.
Yeah, his looked pretty damn like similar each time. Like when he was signing all those when he was signing all those executive documents on camera, like he holds them up. They look darn similar.
Good signature.
I agree. Touche.
Hey.
He's not that popular though. He hasn't had as much practice as I have.
He does that signature. Hey, give this to Bobby. hands the pen off.
Oh yeah.
What a G.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So, dude, if these pardons are all null and void, bro, no wonder Hunter Biden took off.
They get investigated for real.
No wonder Hunter took off.
What?
I swear.
What a great edit.
What? Dude, his face looks jacked, bro. And it's only like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 8 years ago.
8 years ago
during
from that
Obama.
one because this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like his face is just melting away.
I guess 10 years, but yeah, you get the point. So, yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty wild, man.
Looks like he's gonna get a new citizenship in Africa.
That'd be.
I heard Trump might take his special secret security away from him too.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you over there? We ain't gotta pay for that anymore.
Right.
You just gotta pay for your dad.
Where does she post these?
At the People's House, let's roll through everything President Trump did for you, the American people. The Department of Homeland Security repurposed the CBP One app into the CBP Home app for illegal immigrants to self-deport. The number of illegal immigrant gotaways has plummeted to a daily average of just 77. Egg prices dropped this week, and the Department of Agriculture unveiled a strategy to curb egg prices even further. Inflation fell in February to its lowest point in just under 4 years. Some Maha moms, myself included.
The Maha moms.
Hold on.
I love the Maha moms.
No, the one right before that, bro. Because it is like to be quick, so.
The lowest inflation
in 4 years.
Like, nobody's talking about that in the news. Yeah. Like, what the F, dude?
No, they just worried about this damn stock price and they all crashed.
If you look at what the liberal news is saying, they're saying egg prices are up, gas is up. They're claiming the exact opposite.
As usual from the lamestream.
Propaganda. I believe they're using taxpayer money to do so.
100%, bro.
Got together at the White House to discuss the first Maha Commission meeting and how we are going to make our food and our country healthy again. The Department of Education initiated a 50% reduction of force as we continue to make our government more efficient.
Amen.
And several more companies like Merck, GE Aerospace, and Asahi Beer announced massive investments in the United States of America. We are building back our country. We'll see you next week for the MAGA Minute.
What the hell is acai?
Yeah, Asahi beer.
I'm not.
It was a Japanese beer.
But yeah, it's not.
It's Asahi beer or something.
Have you seen, how RFK is doing all this stuff? Have you seen the recent, I forget the exact organization they're from, but they're trying to take junk food and all these crappy foods off of where you can't pay for it with SNAP.
Oh,
with the government money. And it's like a heart association guy is fighting against the bill.
Yeah,
they want SNAP to be able to buy crappy sugary cakes and all this stuff because there's like no core. Oh, because it's going to like discourage people from using SNAP.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. It was, they should have the right to buy the junk food.
Yeah.
No, so that was what I was thinking, and then I forgot about
Somebody
it.
Made a great argument. They're like, if they want to do that, they can buy the flour and the sugar and all the ingredients and then bake themselves that cake if they want it. Oh, you got to put a little work in to get tubby now, tubsters.
The one thing about SNAP is it helps people be able to buy that food, which helps that food type of market too.
Right.
And gives those people, bakers and stuff like that, jobs
It
too.
just means all these junk food companies.
They're not buying fresh made home.
How much you want to bet?
Yeah, I guess it's not the fresh bakery.
They're
all the
not
time.
getting it from the bakery.
How much you want to bet?
They're buying Cheetos from the gas station.
How much you want to bet those associations are getting lots of lobby money from these companies?
Yeah, I think they should also say that they're going to crack down on people trying to slang their SNAP.
Yeah, that too.
Because I think that would wrap that up real quick.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Hey, I use that right now. So.
Hey, do you remember that time that the COVID vaccine was 100% effective?
No.
You don't remember?
But a lot of people.
Oh, I never got it.
Yeah, I hate that a lot of people don't need the SNAP, but they get it just to sell for cash to other people.
So here's an awesome collage of all the news media headlines. It's 100% effective. Wait, now it's 99. Wait, 98, 97. Wait, 96 now. 95. Oh shit. 93. Oh shit. Down. We're down to 9. They did almost every percent. We're like down to 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. Like, are you kidding me? They did every percent almost, bro.
I thought things when they're supposed to get better over time and they're supposed to go up in percentage, not down in percentage.
We had to speed up the montage. Look, he had to like jump.
Yeah.
50. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh shit, we're down to 50% now. Oh, damn.
It jumped like 2% there.
Oh,
and
went
a couple
up?
more.
Oh.
No, I mean like they skipped. Yeah.
Wait, so the last one was 20%?
Not even.
And now you need boosters.
And there's no percentage anymore. It's just booster.
No percent.
So if you go to the doctor right now, do they recommend you get one if you still haven't got one?
They still do.
Oh no!
My father gives me the update, and he's had to go in for like general old guy checkups like a couple times over the last like 9 months, right?
Yeah.
And every single time
they try shoving it in.
They go, so we see here that you haven't gotten any of your vaccines, and so they want him to get like shingles. They want him to get the COVID, and then one more that he can't.
I mean, the shingles is like,
right.
The flu shot.
But
what's tricky though is the dude's healthier than a horse.
If you've never had,
him, he looked good.
Hey, if he never had chickenpox as a kid, there's literally no reason to get the shingles vaccine.
Right. And they don't even ask that. It's just, wait, you haven't got it? It's on the list thing. I'm supposed to check this off so I get paid.
It's on the thing to give you fucking cancer, and I need to give you cancer.
You haven't got cancer yet?
No.
Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna help you out there. Yeah. Dude runs 3 times a week. Blood pressure's lower than any other 65-year-old.
Like, it's like the new trendy thing. You got to get your cancer from a vac.
Yeah, you got to get your cancer shot.
Gotta get that cancer.
Just a little cancer, Stan.
Can you get cancer with SNAP? Oh wait, yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah,
sure can.
All right.
And then we got one more here from.
I got one. You guys.
This is the vax related, so it goes with it.
I got a new video you guys can look up for us.
What triggers the most protective antibody response? So Keith must make the spike protein in the lab, locking it into exactly the same shape by adding another protein that acts a bit like a clamp. And that protein is a tiny fragment of HIV. Before the virus meets our cells, it triggers the most protective.
So if you're not aware,
What was that again? No.
you say what?
How about no? No. Feed her to the sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
He said, understand me. No, Scotty. I said, no, Scotty, no.
We couldn't get the laser beams? What the hell?
Antibody response. So Keith must make the spike protein in the lab, locking it into.
Oh, it's going over again.
I love how the spike protein looks like a chicken wing. Maybe I'm just hungry at this point. It looks like a drumstick.
I was thinking maybe
not a wing.
Piece of cauliflower.
It looks like broccoli.
Broccoli, but cauliflower gets way yellow.
I guess that's my fat kid. I love me some fried chicken.
Look up
on X.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be able to find it on X, sure. The most popular Irishman came into town today. UFC fighter come to talk to Donald Trump.
Oh, what the hell's his name?
McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Look up Conor McGregor in the White House.
I love the meme of where he's wearing the same sweater as
Bill
Cosby, and they're like, "Where do you get the sweater?" He's like, "I got it from the best knockout artist in the game."
Let's see.
Right here.
Oh hell yeah, that's funny.
Happy Paddy's Day, America!
Yeah, baby.
Heck yeah. I bet.
What was he talking about here?
Oh, he's behind the podium. No freaking way.
Is a travesty. Our government is the government. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit. What is going on in Ireland?
Oh, yeah. The word is he's talking about running for president.
In Ireland. He was talking about that.
Ireland.
He was talking about it before. I mean, he hasn't fought, and I'm a big UFC guy. I love fighting and stuff like that. But he's washed up a fighter. But he's more into other stuff. And
he's raising a proper 12.
Yeah. Well, he got cut off from that because they had some chick try to do Me Too him and got him in trouble when there's video and everything of that chick setting him up, pretty much type shit.
And he's probably a prick, and I
don't know how much you know of McGregor's past and some alleged things.
He's a bit of a d-bag.
Like he might like things a little bit. I was gonna say,
he's a partier.
If there is a little bag of Parmesan found in the White House recently, I'd say it might be.
When I got to the White House, I asked him, "Hey man, does Hunter Biden have anything left over here?" He said he left me a package.
He does like the party like
it's
John
too
Jones.
soon. Sorry about that, eh?
Yeah.
You can tell he is he's been for a lot of people speaking. He is definitely a little bit nervous. That's a professional place, so he's
White House.
He's
really nervous.
Yeah, he's just you can tell he's generally so cool, calm and collective, and he just holy crap, this is really important. I am going to be seen in front of all the Americans. Holy cow, man. I need a little relaxer. Hunter, where are you at, man?
Yeah.
Someone bring around the caravan.
See if you find the one where he's inside the White House room.
Oh hell yeah! Look at that. That's a damn iconic photo, right?
Go down a little bit more.
That's a good photo.
He should have got one like that in front of the mugshot photo.
There you go.
Dude, well, this is essentially the mugshot photo.
Yeah,
he did the same face for his official. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Go down. Yeah, that one right there. See if they get. Yeah, they did that one. See if you can get a video of that.
That's awesome.
No, he starts talking. You can tell he goes and touches him and stuff like that.
Connor, I just got punched in the face with a microphone earlier today. I don't got the energy to tussle with you, but maybe another day I could have you back in here and we'll go toe to toe.
Yeah, exactly. We was showing him about the Gulf of America.
Are those his kids?
Yeah.
So he does have a girl that's cool with him?
It's a wife.
Oh, yeah.
You know, wife.
Oh,
Oh,
bet.
dude, she's a trooper because she's been through him with all of his shit.
Like,
since
well,
he was
getting
in high school.
So it's good enough to keep one of them around.
He was
huh?
getting
Yeah.
all the controversy and hate when he like threw the chair through the bus window and all that shit. No, she's a trooper.
Yeah, because he
sticking
went
it
off
with
the
him.
rails a few times. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when he was allegedly all, powdered up,
Sure.
a little high energy throwing.
Cocaine's hell of a drug, man.
Hey, when you're on top of the world, you're world champion, you do whatever you want.
Sometimes it makes you just want to throw a chair out the window.
Hey, when you
know,
drink a
like-
lot of whiskey and you can't drink whiskey much more, you gotta. Have you seen Saturday Night Live is finally funny again because Shane Gillis is back in it.
Oh, I heard
And
about him drinking a beer.
Yeah, he's like
drinking a beer.
Yeah, it was like the when they've been making the funny drug commercials for all the like the liberals and stuff like that. What did he call it? Like just a beer or something like that. Have just a beer, and then when you've had too many little beers, you have you take just a bump.
Oh hell no! Wait, did he do that one or that's your version?
No, yeah, it's literally on there. Shane Gillis is he's bringing comedy back, dude.
Have a great day, gang.
You too, hon.
Just a little bump.
You wouldn't know it, but a few months ago, anxiety and depression were ruining my life. I was struggling at work. Hey, you need something, bud? I was struggling as a father. Ah, come on, Andrew, you can't be bad at school and sports. And struggling as a husband.
I'm so upset because my mom's doctor thinks that we should move her into an assisted living place.
That's awesome. I was at a real low point. That's when I talked to my doctor about a couple of beers. A couple of beers is a revolutionary medicine that treats anxiety and depression fast. And within minutes of taking it, I'm back to my old self. Andrew! I love you, buddy. You're the best in the whole world. And my confidence is through the roof. What are you guys laughing at? How stupid you are? Jay, you look freaking hot, man. You been doing like Pilates?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. I'm just having a tough time adjusting to my new medication. So. The way it works is simple. A couple of beers quickly turns a cloudy, rainy day into a sunny one. It's that easy. Now I'm the me I want to be. And I'm not the only one who's noticed the change.
Cheryl's making me feel so bad for skipping her birthday trip, but it's like...
Hey. She's just jealous because you're so beautiful. A couple of beers is a clinically proven treatment for conditions like boredom, depression, winter, museum, hangovers, affair, and moderate to severe Italian wife. And if you miss a dose of a couple of beers, don't worry. You won't. Brother, you will never miss a dose. It's kind of thing, the only thing you really remember after a while is to take it. The most common side effect of a couple of beers is drowsiness. So you may want to ask your doctor about a little bump. The way a little bump works is simple. Once the drowsiness of a couple beers sets in, you simply take a little bump and let the medication do its thing.
Oh my God.
Come on, back behind. Try to keep my kid out of swing, face. So if you're ready to get your life back, talk to your doctor about a couple of beers. Maybe even a little bump.
Honey, can you come sit down? We need to talk.
No. A couple of beers. What's the big deal? Calm down, God. Mom and Dad. What are you guys doing here?
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, the days of SNL being funny.
Thank God is back.
Yep. Oh, Shane Gillis to the rescue.
There we go, boys.
That's all I got for you, folks.
What a bunch of awareness and realization.
Bunches of awarenesses, so you got to make sure to share it out so some other folks might find some awarenesses.
Yeah. How you cure honus by sharing.
Yeah, you don't want to get left out.
If you're suffering from honus, you might want to try sharing the show.
Amen.
Well.
All right, guys. Thank you once again for coming on over to the Truther Cast. If you're new here and you stayed this long, well, God bless you, man. Definitely make sure to hit the follow so you get that notification next week when we do the Truther Cast live. If you're watching back here on the replay Thanks for checking it out. Hey, if you want to help us out and keep the lights on here, if you got a computer and $1 to spend, check out that signup.toleratetech.com down below. I'll help you out with your computer. And then, if you don't have $1 to spend, Dan loves to tell you, just, share that show. Don't be a hoe, like he was remembering to tell you here at the end of the show, to wrap it all back together like an Ouroboros, and stuff like that. So make sure to tie your shoestrings and have a good week, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
And you got to excuse us for now. Scott's got to finish some beefy fried rice.
Yeah, man, I didn't eat no food
I've
today.
been staring at the bowl behind the camera the whole time, making me hungry.
We got a 3. We got a 2.
And
we got a 1.
All right.
Happy St. Patty's Day, and don't drink too much.
Yep.
Hey.
Too much beers and too much Jameson,
Yeah.
Or otherwise, you might get into a fight like a good old Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh.